Hello, hello, hello. All right, boys. How are we doing today? Welcome everyone. Welcome to more stream. It is time to have some fun back on the bar, but most of all, guys, yesterday, if you guys were not here yesterday, we ended up the stream to go watch the football match between Portugal, the national team, against Germany, and oh boy, Portugal. I mean, they were not in the first half. They was like, I think it was like very neutral. But the best thing could have happened to Portugal that was actually suffering the first goal, because after the first goal, Vitinha, which is like one of the best midfielders for Portugal, entered the game. Also, we have a really good right wing, Francisco Conceição. And holy moly, goddamn! So Portugal won for 2-1, and today we actually have another big match, which is going to be France versus Spain. Very exciting, two of the best national teams as well. And hopefully on Sunday on the final is going to be Portugal against like Spain or France, and obviously I'm very excited for that. So. Was Ronaldo there? Of course Ronaldo was there. Not only was there, he actually also scored one of the goals. So he actually scored the goal that gave Portugal the win. So it's incredible that Ronaldo still, after, I mean, so many years, like the dude is like literally 40 years old and he's still scoring like so many important goals. It is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yo, Fade, Scoma, Dive, how are you guys doing? He's the GOAT. In my opinion, he's the GOAT, right? I feel like we were very lucky to, you know, to experience an era that was like Ronaldo and Messi. Absolutely peak when it comes to football. It was very, very exciting. So, talking about peak, well, here in Diablo Immortal, right now it feels like we're in a maintenance mode. So I was planning to do today, because yesterday I did not have time. I was planning to actually do the class tier list. That's one of the plans. It's been like around 3 months, so we're gonna go and check it out. What was like the meta 3 months ago, and we're gonna see if like things change or did not. Also, there are like we're probably gonna go and check it out a few reacts. Maybe I'm gonna check it out like Reddit to see if there's something there, and so on. I know that you guys have now been or DMing me or also putting more use here on the daily news and react. So I want to appreciate here to Mark. It came out like there is this appalling video, all right. And by the way, before anything, I want to clarify something that maybe is not clear for everyone. But before I react to creators, especially those that are from Diablo Immortal community, in the past, or I already asked for the permissions to do reactions, okay? So if you guys or the creator does not want me to react to his videos, it is completely fine. I will respect that. You guys can send me a whisper or something like that. I just don't want to make anyone comfortable. Yo, Mocheros, what's up? How you doing today? So, basically, Mark saw here something that said drama once again. It is tactic or it is unfair. So, there was something that I also saw today on the Reddit that I actually put it also on my let me open here a new window. So there was like someone that said that there was like this rumor, guys, that I posted also on my video if you guys didn't see it today. But he mainly said that, look at here, prepare. It's rumored that Druid, the freaking Druid, he will come in July 7. 7 July, look at here. So we are talking about less than 1 month, man. It is gonna be less, no, it's actually a bit more. It's around like 1 month, right? Like, so in 1 month, so we're gonna have here in 2 weeks, we'll have the major update, the 4.0. And I guess they're gonna bring out the story, part of the story, and then we're gonna have another major update with a new class coming on the 7th. Either way, I made a guide so to show exactly what am I doing to pretty much just you know, be, you know, prepared for the Druid. It's there. Farming on your Crusader, it's really good. It helped me a lot with your videos. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Like definitely Crusader is one of like the top tier classes right now. That's absolutely true. So another thing that is actually super interesting is that, like he said, that the server Paragon is actually gonna have a huge raise. So we're gonna go from server Paragon 700 or no 860 or 50 to immediately gaining like 30 to 40 levels in a week. I don't know the reason for this. I don't know if there's gonna be an update on the story, something that will make sense and add up to for this, you know, but most likely, you know, we're gonna have new instances and we're gonna have a lot of new things. So I mean, I am excited, but I will say that I don't think that the Druid will probably come here on the 19th, but if he comes, it'll be very exciting, you know. I definitely feel like the game right now, it is in a, how can I say, it is in a maintenance mode, right? I think we can all agree. I think at this stage we had like such a really fun you know, collab. I think the collab was very successful. If we could have been better, well, anything can be better, right? But I think it was a good collab. In some things it was underwhelming, in the other things it was quite nice. I feel like the best thing that came out of it was absolutely the Crimson Bahil. It's like the gem, especially for free-to-play players in PvP. It is a staple. If you are and you didn't get it, I mean, rest in peace. But for me, I'll absolutely get this to rank 8 and I'm gonna enjoy Crimson for a very, very long time. Yo Fexus, how you doing, man? How you doing? So on the accounts, where am I standing right now? I still didn't get any of the new instances. I also don't think I will probably need any of the new instances. I also noticed that the battle pass, it is ending in 1 day and 9 hours. So we're probably gonna have to farm here some points. It's been a while since I have done like multiple dungeons. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm just being like in these days like extremely busy and you know, with the IRL stuff and not. But I got something here to say to you guys. Tomorrow in the morning, I decided that I'm gonna go for a haircut. Okay. I'm not gonna cut it short. I'm not gonna cut it short. I'm just gonna make it, you know, like it's going all over the place right now, okay? So I'll go there, I will fix my beard, I will trim it, I'll make it nice and Gucci. And because we may be having something coming up and I will be gone for a while. But yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so. I'm gonna go to the barber and I'm gonna make it looking clean, guys. That's gonna be the idea. Bald Barb actually is bald. Actually is bald. But I think you're talking about Barb, but not, or Barber. But yeah, that Barber in specific, it is actually bald. But it's like, it's supposedly is the best in town. Okay, so I expect, oh bro, like there's a freaking bug that I don't know what's happening in this game, that I cannot interact. It's kind of annoying. Yo, Bladen. So at least he has the fame, and it's gonna be like, you know, haircuts and the beard. It's gonna be like around like 30 euros. As long as it's gonna look good, and it does, because like I am like really freaking scared, man. I am really scared that is gonna mess it up, man, because I've been growing this hair in for a very long time. So if you fuck it up, like I'm gonna be extremely pissed. But I don't think it will. I don't think it will. So Druid coming up on July 7th. That's really exciting. Or at least that's the rumors that's been going on. The market merge, I will suspect that will come on the major patch on the 19th as well. They didn't say anything regarding it, but I will suspect that it will come. Anything else here that we had? Man, this meme, how many times are we gonna actually check this meme, man? Everyone's reaction to the first few days of set reforging. I'm gonna like be bluntly honest. I have not even done or cared about this. Are you guys even doing this set reforging? I'm not. I didn't do any of it. None of it. I think I did one for the video, and that's it. Because at this stage, most of the things I already have. I really do not need. I do not need a lot of like these green set items. So we're chilling, man. We are absolutely chilling. So let's do here some dungeons. We gotta get it started. I feel like this is probably like one of the best dungeon builds for Barbarian right now. With the Whirlwind. Let's go here. Man, I had like these. I went to the supermarket and I got these yogurts, coffee flavor. So I got like multiple flavors. I got like one with mango, other with strawberry, the other one with banana, and this one is with the coffee. I will say like this one, it is absolutely dog shit. I hate the flavor of this one, man. So I'm not a huge fan. I love coffee, by the way. It's not that I don't like coffee. I just don't like, in general, like desserts or anything that it has like a very weird coffee flavor to it. And this absolutely had that. So it was. I drank it because it has a lot of protein. So I'm still trying to lose some weight and still maintain my muscles and all these things, but yeah, it was terrible. You have been doing the set item thing. I haven't got anything good. Yeah, that's what I expected, right? Unfortunately, that's kind of sad that it is the way it is. Yo, Chaos, welcome to stream. Yo, what's up, Flayden? Crimson definitely going out. It's already out of the game. So you need to find another gem that I can change it until I find the Colossus or Bottle Hope. Any suggestions? I mean, I had to see like the whole thing. So it's really hard to just give like a... Yo, Shawnee, coming up already with a Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Shawnee. Thank you, brother. Joining here, the Wall of Legends. Goddamn, boy. Johnny. Joining here. Thank you so much, brother. So, as I was saying, like, it really depends. There's no one size fits all, right? Different builds, different classes, they require different solutions. So, I will need a bit more detail. But in general, like, what I can recommend... as a general rules of thumb, anything that says increase all damage, like Berserker, Bloodsoaked Jade, Morn Skull, Running Consequence, Colossus, Pain class, Mother's Lament. So crit and all damage, it is always really good, okay? So if you don't have any of these gems that I'm showing here on your sets, probably it is a good solution for you. I've been following your monk builds right now. I'm a bit confused. Should I go with the dungeon build or challenge dungeons and raids? I mean, like, it depends on your strength, right? It really depends on your strength. So the only difference it is that the dungeon build has mobility, so you're faster to move around, and the other one doesn't. So if you don't really need the mobility and you want to have like just that like really high damage, because you want to be able to do like all these dungeons as fast as you can, go with the challenge dungeons and raids. That's the biggest damage output that you can have. Did you got it, Chaos? Yo, Siler, what's up? Will you make a Barb video? Yeah, I will make a Barb video probably about this build. It's gonna be the first thing. From my experience, this is an improvement over like the old wheel breaker that I had on my channel. So I'm excited for that. Regarding the PvP one, I still need to test it out. I still didn't test it out. Right now, I'm only been testing out this one. But I'm gonna say, guys, like in terms of like single target, it's not looking that great for Barbarian though. This build here is still like the one that is outputting the most damage. All right. To be honest, not sure if you need dashes or not. I've been playing for 1 month. Yeah, then you don't need dashes. So here's what it happens at the late game. Whenever you reach to a point that your character is like quite strong, and you already have enough damage output to pretty much kill everything, then you want to start like speeding up stuff, right? You want to start like having some mobility so you can go faster. But if you're just like starting out and you're like at lower resonance and all these things, absolutely try to go with the highest damage. Mother's Lament, Pain class, Viper, Golden Firmament, Rolling Consequence, Jade, Spectral Glass. I'm looking for something instead of Crimson. Yeah, Berserker Eye, man. Berserker Eye. Like, it's absolutely a good pick right there. It's a 1-star, but it's really strong, man. No, it's super hard to rank it. It's super easy to rank it up because it's a 1-star. So mine is what is rank 10. You only need 4 copies and a bit of like gem power, but you get it at rank 10. You get 16% more damage and 2% more crits. It's really, really good, man. What is my bar build? I can show you after. I can show you guys after this. I'll make a video on that, like showing all the details. You guys don't have like to worry too much. Probably I can do it tomorrow. But I just like I want to make sure like we are using like the right things. Let me go here, warband, room management. I'm just gonna switch the, because since we are doing some dungeons, I want to output a bit more damage. What will the Druid class use as weapon? Most likely it's gonna be a staff. That's what I assume. That's at least that's what they use in Diablo 4 and probably also in Diablo 2. I never played Diablo 2, but There's no info out yet. Like, I mean, like, this is like it's part of like the core of the class, right? So they almost gonna follow like the same thing as they follow. Like, you will not put a druid using like a great sword. It just doesn't fit like the lore and the class itself. And it doesn't really matter if it is a staff, a mace, or a weapon. Like in this game, it doesn't really matter. Like, these things here are literally just cosmetics. It doesn't. There's no mace skill or the, you know. There's nothing along those lines. Your summon build for farming is amazing, fast and perfect. Oh yeah, that one is really nice, man. Definitely you need to be quite strong, or you need to be like at least a few months into the game and fix things in the right way to make it work. But once you do, it's surprisingly the Hunter actually becomes like one of the fastest farmers in the game. We don't have maces in this game, don't we? No, but we can put. That's what I was trying to say. Like, they just need to make the artwork for it, and the staffs is the same, right? So, for example, in Diablo 4, whenever you're playing Barbarian, there's like this weapon specialization, right? So you can go like with the one-hand swords, you can go with the two-hand axes, great swords, and that will actually change the way you play the build. I really like that, by the way, and I wish like more games will have that. Yo, Abigail, what's up, man? What class do you recommend for PvE? If you're just like starting the game, I think one can be like extremely easy to play. Will be Necromancer. It's pretty much like you just have like a bunch of minions. But if you like with something that is slightly more aggressive and fast, probably you can go with something like Tempest. It's like you have multiple dashes, you have some mobility. It's nice to play. Or the Blood Knight. Also, it is pretty decent for the new player. The reality is, whatever is the class that you want to play in the beginning of the game, like, they are all like pretty strong. So just play with the one that you think is going to be the coolest. So I guess that in the late game I won't need the dashes, so I just go for max damage. No, it's actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite, you know? So in the beginning of the game, you actually need a lot of damage. And once you get to the end game, your character has, you know, you already have all your gems. You have like at, you know, rank 4 or rank 5. You have your reforges. You have all the substats, mid-max, and, you know, everything. So your damage will raise a lot. So then you can add the mobility, because you're just doing so much more damage now. Currently, what is the class with the highest damage output? In my opinion, it has to be Crusader. It gotta be Crusader, man. Yeah, Nathan, after this one, after this, I'll show you guys the build. You know what, guys? Should I record live on the stream the build? I mean, I pretty much know what I have to say, right? Should we do like a build guide live on the stream, so you guys can say hi to YouTube? I will try to not fuck it up. I mean, it is like literally a 10 minutes thing. Alright, so the build itself, it is this one that I'm using right now. This is it. So we are using the Whirling All Ox. The new, like these ones, they got buffed very recently. So they are actually stronger. Using the Snowdrifter for the damage loss of control, and also so we can now have a bit more mobility because of the sprint, which is nice. We are using the Berg Breaker. The Berg Breaker is actually higher damage than Sunder Legacy. And then we are using here 2 pieces Vitus, 2 pieces Barons, and 4 pieces Augments. So I can actually do a video about these guys. Is Tempest free to play? Yeah, no. In terms of PvE, Abigail, like everything is very friendly. The only thing that is really pay to win it is the PvP. Besides that, and even like PvP, you can still do fine as long as you're good at the game. But for example, I am free to play. I've been playing for 1 year this game. Now actually 1 year and 1 month. So as long as you know what to do, you're knowledgeable about the game, you know how to min-max the character and all these things, you're not gonna have any issue with it. Absolutely no issue. So let's do a video about the new World Breaker updated version. Very excited for this. Alright. So I'm gonna mute the music. And we're gonna do this in one go. Alright? So we're gonna do this. I probably will start doing these build guides here on the stream because at this point, like, I already know what I want to say. Let me just like bring up here some notes. Let me bring this. This one. Come on, dude. All right. So, these are... Oh, there it is. Okay, so... I'm just gonna get here some notes. Okay, these are the notes from the coaching session. No? Okay, so we're gonna talk about skills, ancestors, set items, legendary gems. On the legendary gems, I kind of wanted to try... Okay, before these, I actually want to try something. Warband, familiar. I mean, I don't think I need to talk about the familiar. I mean, we can put familiar, I guess. The runes, the curse sets, the charm. I don't think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna show the reforges, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. So we keep these here as notes. So we can know how to do this. This video we're gonna react in a while. Okay, we're gonna react this in a while. But here's one thing. I wanted to test it out. The rank, having the misery elixir instead of the berserker eye. That was my question. Like, do you guys think that misery elixir 24% increased duration, it is actually gonna be better than 16% more damage? Because I know exactly the damage on a single target of this build. It is like around like 3.5 million DPS. So we're gonna test this out before I make the video. I don't want to give you guys like the wrong information. So we're gonna go here and okay, so first we're gonna do socket gems. Okay, misery elixir. Can I rank these up? Do I have an extra one? I think I have a... Oh, I think I... Holy moly, guys. We're gonna make the misery elixir rank 5, boys. Rank 5. Rank 10. That's gonna be Gucci.
Hello.
Absolutely Gucci. So, gem power, transfer. We go here. All right. We add these. Now we're gonna go here. We upgrade. All right. After so freaking long. After so long, we actually got it, man. Hell yeah, brother. Give me that juice. So this is actually huge, man. Like 4% more duration. It can actually mean like millions of damage. I watched the video about the Druid. I just saw the topic about the fish. Where can you use them in exchange? So you have to go to near the fish trainer. There's like these. So in my favorite spot that usually I go in Bilefen. You go here to the town. You teleport here, and there's like here the Marnix. Okay, Marnix is the fisherman. You go there. You need to buy like the bait to put on the hook. Then on the bridge, you just interact with the fish. You throw the fishing pole. You have to wait a bit for the, you know, there's like 3 sections, and then at the end you have to pull on the last one, and there is a chance of getting a gold, a legendary, or a mythical one. Then whenever you have these fish, you can actually exchange on the fisherman for some legendary items. So that's how it is. Yo, Dawn, what's up, man? That zombie Barb auto attack, call confinance gem pillar, which is good to counter some in BGs. I guess like we're gonna have to test it out. A few things, right? Okay, we can go here with the potency. It is fine. I still need to upgrade a lot of like my gems, man. My gems are the... I still didn't do them like this week, the weekly ones, so...
Quite proud of the work.
Can I get here the rank 5, please? No rank 5. Alright. So, this looking good. Let's see if we actually gonna get more damage. With this. It's gonna be very important to test some things out before we make the video. So... let me see here. Oh, wait a second. Something is wrong on my equipments. Did I change a lot of things now? Huh. Okay, let me just go here and correct this. Because if we don't have the curse geared correct, it's gonna suck. Okay, we go here. We don't take the lash for this one. We're gonna try to get like a trophy or the tested. Those are like the two. Yo, Tarjil, what's up, man? So today we're gonna make a video for like this new dungeon build. It is gonna be the World Breaker version 2. Okay, we have one trophy here, and let's try to get another trophy here. I will say, like, in general, at my stage, I can do almost everything with the Barb. I mean, I can do everything with the Barb, especially in PvE, right? But I just came from like Wizard, and I came from like Crusader, and I can tell you guys, like, it's you can feel the difference for sure. You can definitely feel the difference. So let's go here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So the problem, like, with this build is it's this, man. Whenever I finish my you see this? I have to get out of like the whirlwind, and this hurts me so badly. So badly. So this is actually more DPS than with the Berserker. Wow, dude. This is legit more damage than with the Berserk. And by the way, Sunder Legacy, it's not better than the Berg Breaker here. And I can try to explain why as well. Alright. You know what? At the end, they are actually almost like the same damage. Alright, so yeah, it's between like 3.2 and 3.5. Okay, so they have like, in terms of like single target damage, I feel like if you have a ranked, but a rank tank misery, it was giving me higher bursts for sure, because the burst on the other one was like around like 7 to 8 million, and here I saw almost 10 million. So it was pretty good. Yo, what's up, Peppa? They need to buff the whirlwind range. I feel like the whirlwind range it's okay. What they need to buff, it is the ability of you being able to buff while whirlwind. Look at this. I cannot use my buffs. This is stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I played Barbarian, Whirlwind, Spin to Win in Diablo 3 and even in Diablo 4. In those games, you can spam your shouts while using the whirlwind. Feels absolutely amazing. It feels amazing. So do I keep familiar legendary skills and I convert them to other skills, or will be set? Afraid to losing the savior. If you don't want to lose the savior, you have to use these conversion stones. You know that there's an option before you convert. There's like these conversion stones that you, familiar stones or something like that, you have to put to prevent that to happen. But in general, like, I'll probably try to go, like, there's this Discord like with Pokemon Masters or something like that. I would go there and I'll ask for advice from people that they are like very experts at like familiars at a level, at a high end. Because for me, man, as long as I have my savior pet and I have like my other pet, this one here, I'm fine. I'm good, man. You know, like, I add the lingering wounds and I have the savior one and I'm good. You only get 130 million per minute. Yeah, don't compare with my account, okay? Because like maybe 130 million for you, it's actually good. The same way as like 215 million for me, it's good here on the Barb, but for the whale will be terrible, right? So always take like the DPS meter with a grain of salt, because like you have to contextualize into your account. So this game is actually terrible. Imagine like if I wanted to, like, right now I do like this 101 coaching, right? But imagine if I wanted to do like a group of 10 people, right? It's hard, man. It's really, really hard. Because the main reason is like every single account has very detailed and different problems. You know, there's no account like obviously there are like golden rules, you know, thumbs up that you can go and fix it, but for that you can watch the guides that I made, you know. It's really hard. What's the answers I'm using right now? I'm using these ones, and I'm using, I can use these ones so you guys can see more clearly. The dummy sometimes doesn't register attacks. Most of the times they do. Like, you have to run a few tests, but a lot of times it's pretty similar. You will get at least a good average, you know. Yo, what's up, Josh? By the way, Josh, the other day, after I finished the call with Echo, I wanted to say I appreciate you, brother, for the membership, the Battle Pass membership. I want to say thank you. I didn't forget. Whenever I thank you, I don't know if you were here already, but now that you are, thank you so much, brother. And you know what? I'm gonna put you here. Did I put you already? Yeah, you're already here, by the way. Look at you. My boy Josh, right there in the Wall of Legends. Let me just like do these key-ons very quickly. My highest DPS is between 6 and 110 per minute, but he's on the phone. I can heavy spam skills correctly. Yeah, on the phone there are like some constraints, especially I know you play Wizard. Wizard, like I think the Wizard it has like one of like the biggest disparities between builds in PvE. You know, you can have like 515 million, or you can have 300 million with the second best build. It's crazy. Like we're talking, guys, about like 200 million DPS on my accounts. So in others' accounts, you know, if it is a whale, like will be way more because everything scales. Yo, Raffle, what's up, man? That stream with Echoes was wondrous. Oh, that was such a great stream, man. It was golden. After the stream, I texted Echo and I said, "Man, thank you so much for making my like my life so easy." Literally, we were like watching the Echo reaction for like 1 hour and a half, and then we were also at the same time like we had Echo here for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, which was awesome. Yo, Pomok, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? There's this specific legendary gem drop event. I have 16 legendary crests now. Should I spend 10? You can spend 10, but you should spend only on the mirror jewels that is coming on the 8th of June. So in 2 days, okay? Wonderful. Yeah, I understood more or less what you wanted to say. Don't worry. Fexo said, I got challenge Rift 495 done. Whew. If I can get to do 496, I will have enough mats to get another set. So why do some people do this challenge Rift together? So you know, like sometimes like you have like these very big whales that alone they cannot push this further. Let me see here an example. Let me go to Tempest. Usually on Tempest is like where they push a lot. So, oh my god, Jesus, 499, almost 500. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Let me see if we push it like to 500 though. No. Oh, they actually didn't do it. I remember seeing like a while ago. Oh, like look at this guy running his ult. That's funny. That's crazy. That's a lot of. Tempest is Tempest like the best class to do challenge rifts? It's pretty smooth, especially if you use like the Storm Fury. It's super smooth. I feel like it's definitely one of the easiest classes. One of the worst classes, I will say, in my opinion, is it's gotta be Barb or any melee class, though. You know, any melee class, if you're trying to push at a very high deficit, it's just a pain. It is painful, guys. It is absolutely painful. Usually whales like playing Tempest, yeah, because it's super strong. I mean, like Tempest is a very fun class to play with. You know, not only is fun, but it is also like super strong. It got like pretty much everything. You got the damage, you got the survivability, and above all, you know, it's OP. The peeps on your server all swap to Tempest to do challenge rifts. Yeah, I guess that's a smart choice. Maybe I should also do that. Most of the times, I only try to push whenever I'm in like or Wizard or yeah, Wizard or Tempest, or even sometimes I try to push like in Demon Hunter, but it is so sweaty. It's kind of crazy how sweaty it is. So, sometimes like a challenge rifts is not that worth it. Will you do a new Barb build? I already did. I mean, it's not like... I mean, in my account it is new. I don't know if people are running this, but this is like what I see, what I think is like this is the best right now, especially for dungeons and in general. But I see a lot of people actually, instead of running with the Bardic Breaker, they are running with the Sunder Legacy. But in my personal opinion, I mean, it's not my opinion, like from my testing, the Bardic Breaker gives me more 50 million damage, which is nuts. Do you use augments? Yes, I use augments. It's I use 2 pieces V2s, 2 pieces 4 pieces augments, and 2 pieces barons. Top Necro someone is 497. I don't even know like what is the builds there, but I know they have like some nasty, you know, infinite CC builds as well that you can do. All right, this is done. I think Josh is on pulls as well. I think I saw him the other day, or at least someone that has exactly the same nickname. Yeah, he is. So at this stage, like this is pretty much a waiting room for Druid. I cannot wait to try Druid, man. I will say that for the wild guys, I think Druid's gonna be my main. I think so. It is one. I mean, it's one of my favorite classes in Diablo. It's also one of my favorite classes in World of Warcraft. Next time we get challenge Rift Reset, team up with a whale and can get your name on the first clear leaderboard. I don't care about that. Yo Eric, what's up, man? You got your Bloodsoaked Shade to rank 4. Let's go, man. And your Echoing Shade to rank 4. Ooh, why did you do that? Okay, the Bottle of Hope, it's good. The Echoing Shade, it is, I mean, first, it is mainly for primary attack builds, and it's also, as well, it is mainly good for PvE. But even so, it's not like great. So there's not for it's not for a reason that in this stream we don't call it Echoing Shade, we call it Echoing Shit, right? Because like, look at this, I have a bunch of them. Look at this, I have 3 out of 5, and I have another 2 copies here, so I have 3. It's so bad. Yo Ezekiel, what's up? Are you gonna be a Mancer Druid or a Shifter? I mean, I will try everything, right? Like we're gonna play around. I will probably be in PvP a bear. I like to play the bear, man. The big bear, the tanky one. I will absolutely do that. I will probably do a DPS build and I'll do a summons build. So I'll try to come up like with 3 builds: tank, DPS, and summons. It's the same as like Necromancer, right? I just hope, guys, oh my god, can you guys imagine if Druid can also AFK farm with the wolves? Oh, that will be like the cherry on top of the cake. I'm just letting you guys know. If Druid has the wolves and the wolves are always out, oh my god, that'll be crazy. It can be wolves, it can be bears. I don't care. I know, but I feel like from what I saw from the trailer, it's gonna be the wolves itself. Let me see if we're gonna get lucky, guys. We gotta. I just need the main hand. I need the new main hand with a leap, so I can also try the Autobot with a leap. You know, like so I do like the frog jump. So that's why we still need to farm like a few instances. Oh my god, so unlucky. Oh my god. 3. We needed 3. We have one more chance, guys. One more chance. You say Queen Shade at rank 10 does actually perform decent? I mean, but who the fuck has Queen Shade at rank 10? Like, you know, like that's like very, very niche. But even so, I think you just get more benefit out of other gems at rank 10. What is this content? This is called Keons. It is mainly for the. Let me say the pens are free. It's only for the immortals. I guess you haven't finished the. No, this has nothing to do with the storyline though. I actually don't know if you do this as a test. I actually don't know. I think you, whenever you become an immortal, you do like these beginners guide. Oh, let's go! All right. Oh, rage color. I don't need this, but I always like to win this gambling. So, all right, we done with this. Happy days. Happy days, boys. The wolves aren't gonna be like the skeletons on Necro. They are always gonna be timed according to a friend of yours. So I'm not sure how AFK is gonna work in that regard. I mean, if you don't have any summons out, like, it's not gonna work, right? That's just like straight up. That's pretty simple. But I know that Druid has like this spell from the data mine, which is Thorns. And the Thorns, it is pretty much like you know how a rose has like those thorns on it, that if you grab a rose you're actually gonna get, you know, hurt by it. So it is the same effect. So the thorns, the way it works like in Diablo, if they attack you, you're gonna reflect some damage. So maybe it can work something along those lines, some reflect some damage. Is the new 5-star league rank 1 or rank 10? Yeah, rank 10, of course, man. Are you crazy? You think you're gonna get like 40 crit hit damage at rank 1? Crit damage on Ismail on the gem? Yeah, it will really depend on I think like it is gonna be a must pull for whales, in my opinion. It is absolutely, for whales it's gonna be like top 5 gems, not even close, because like whales, they don't have a lot of like gems with damage multipliers or crit or whatever. And if you're trying to push like certain content, like for example challenge rifts, you're not gonna have like enough armor pen most of the times, so it can also come very clutch on it. Also have in mind that even if you have in PvE 100% critical hit damage, in whenever you go into PvP you actually are getting nerfed by 66%, so you still get the benefit inside PvE, and you get the bleed, and you get the crit, and you get the damage. So my only question is it gonna be worth it for free to play at rank 4? That's my major, you know, concern right now. Yeah, the gem applies bleeds, so it's the increased damage, increased critical hit damage, increased bleed, and also increased critical hit chance by the number of targets that you have around you that are bleeding. So it is strong. But by the way, this is just according to the leaks, right? Increase bleeds or applies bleeds? Applies a bleed. Applies a bleed. That's what I got from the leaks. I guess we'll have to see the patch notes whenever it comes out, right? I mean, the damage is not bad here. Like 1.1 million damage I saw there. It's not bad, guys. Every rose has its thorns. Is that like a thing for like for women? That really feels like that. But almost makes you think about the sub-affix of life regen is gonna make me come back and forth if it's the case. For every time you use it, there's 5 seconds outside of the combat. I mean, the life regen, it is if you're talking about PvP, like it's very low. Because you're talking about like this one. I know exactly which one you're talking about. You're talking about here on the chest piece. You have the Vox, right? And no, not the Vox. What am I saying? Here. This one. So the Endure, the heal is gonna be 1.2% of your maximum life every second outside of the combat. But this is also nerfed by 33%. So I don't know. That means finally a way to take the Chakran Bleed shoulders on Demon Hunter. Yeah, as long as you applied it and it has a good duration, yeah, it can actually be a thing. I think like for certain classes, especially like for example Barbarian, also uses a lot of bleeds. Tempest, I think, also uses like some bleeds from crosswinds. So any class that actually gains some benefit from having multiple bleeds is really good. Like, for example, for this build here on Barbarian, it will be absolutely perfect. Because, like, look at these shoulders. What do? Whenever you apply Whirlwind 3 times, it's gonna cause a bleed. And this bleed actually can now be caused, like, stack up 3 times. So, these shoulders actually became so OP now. What you put Bloodsoaked Jade on the tier list? S tier. You played Druid for almost a year on Diablo 4. I wonder how different the playstyle will be from the mobile. I think it's gonna be like quite different. Diablo Immortal and Diablo 4, they do not play alike. They are both really good and they both have like very good combat style, and the combat actually feels good whenever you're playing it. Like, that's one of the reasons why I still love to play Blizzard games. It's just like whatever they fucking do on the combat, it's always awesome. It is always awesome. No, I know what you're saying, CB, but they are all even if you put like multiple life regens, they are all affected by the strife in PvE, and you really don't want to put that on your reforges, because you're gonna be losing a lot of like damage output. Yo, what's up, FBI? Bloodsoaked Jade will always be a must build. Yeah, it's mainly because, you know, it adds damage, and above all, it gives you 10% passive movement speed, right? I think a while back I had like this discussion with Apollio. So whenever someone asks me what it should be like the first gem to build, or for PvP, I always say like Bloodsoaked Jade is a must build. but he didn't agree on that. So I mean, it's fine to have like different opinions though. Yo, Paul, what's up, man? Yeah, Mo, we are growing. Like, this stream is growing so much that now we are actually having the FBI coming here and checking out like if the stream is friendly, you know. I guess like we've been naughty, you know. Last week we were a bit naughty, so Blizzard reported to FBI to come here and monitor if I'm being a good boy, you know, if I'm not creating a lot of drama. Dot resolve will end the dots. Yes, he will end the dot. So whatever is the duration, imagine like you apply the dot for 30 seconds. Imagine. It will resolve it immediately in an instance. And all the damage that you will do in 30 seconds, you do it instantly. So you understand how powerful it is? And you can resolve all the dots. It's not just one dot. You resolve all of them. So you need to have a build that you're always applying dots and you're always, you know, exploding them. What is the best way to get gold fast? Is to do the vault and events. And then it's just like to play the game, farm, and that's pretty much it. It's Beyblade! Man, whenever I was a kid, I used to love watch Beyblade. It was so badass, bro. Maybe if now I go back and I watch Beyblade, it is like absolutely cringe. But as a kid, watching that, dude, oh, it was so epic. It was so cool. And I know there are like some people that are still crazy about Beyblade. Once I went like to this Beyblade rabbit hole on YouTube, and people still go and they face each other, and they, you know, they actually have like physical Beyblades and arenas and things. It's actually a thing. I was surprised. Is 4 pieces V2s for Barb okay? Depends on the build. It will highly depend on the build. If you're using a primary auto-attack build, V2s is a must-have. Power Rangers was also good. Moto Mices from Mars. Oh my god, it was literally... I have probably like 2 or 3 VHS with that. I loved it. It was so cool. Not only that, I also had some toys about that. Oh my god, I hate this boss sometimes, man. Like, she outsputs these bats, man. All right, just kill. Well, she's pretty hard, man. I mean, she's not hard. You just need to dodge that thing. But as a melee, it's super annoying. Yo, Elmira, what's up? As a free-to-play, should I use purple crests or regular ones on the mirror? It doesn't really matter which ones you put, actually. Just try to put the ones that you think that you're closer to the pity. So every 50 crests that you use of internal or the normal ones, you're gonna have a guarantee 5-star. So if you're using the... So you should use the one that it's been a while since you got a 5-star from. So like that, you'll have more chances of getting the 5-star. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Yo, what's up, Dark? Honestly, I hate PvP. I only do it when you have a good build. I mean, like, that's completely fine, you know? Like, you don't have to play something that you don't like. So many people, they do not like PvP. It's completely fine. Yeah, I remember, Larson. I remember. You have a lot of older 5-star gems. Should I just say fuck it and use the gem power to upgrade the Bloodsoaked Chain, Sweeping Bile, and Bottle Hope? Yeah, you should try to eventually, in my opinion, fix your account, because, like, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of resonance out of those gems. I also don't know what is your resonance and how much money did you put it, but if they are like rank 4 or rank 5, I will absolutely try to fix it. You're just like losing a lot of damage. You can still probably use them for PvP, but and try to slot in for the PvE some very strong 2-stars. But I will not, like, you just want to extract the gem power. Do not like use them as gem power. You understand? Just extract the gem power, because you never know. Interior crests are always better because you can sell or use. You're not understanding. Like, it doesn't, in mirror jewels, it doesn't matter, because the double mirrored will always be bound to your account. You understand? So you get, imagine you run 10 internal crests, you get 10 unbound, and then you get like 10 bound to your account. Orden crests have more chances of 5-stars, in my opinion. I don't think that's true. I just think it's fucking is just random. That's like a tinfoil hat conspiracy. What server do you play on? I play on Pulse of Wisdom. You just tested the build. I think I like yours. Get 197, but no healing. Yeah, you also get like some regen with it, so it's fine. I didn't know they were always bounded. That's why I was asking in case the Platica. No, they are always the extra ones are always bounded. No, if you go, Paulo, if you go into the odds, like you will say that they have the same odds. They cannot put the odds and then they do like something else which will be illegal and put them in a lot of trouble. In this thing, also like Apple and these companies and also Google, they make sure like these companies are running like the right odds. Otherwise, they ban them from their marketplace. On the last mirror, you got a 2 out of 5 Colossus unbound and sold it. Yeah, that's pretty good plat. I hope that you use it for something nice. So, you guys, internal. We are not discussing if internal or orange, which one is better. We're not talking about that. We are talking about which one is better to use on the mirror jewels. And on the mirror jewels, it doesn't really matter. Okay? It doesn't matter if you use the purples or the oranges. The only thing it matters, it is which is the one that is closer to the pity. That's it. That's the only thing. I hope the new 5-star works with Vitus. Yeah, bro, like, obviously it's gonna work with Vitus, right? It is a 5-star, and the only reason why Mother's Lament and Crimson, they do not work, it is because Blizzard thought it was too OP. You know? But I don't even understand, like, that logic, you know? Like, oh, let's make, like, 2 gems that we know is OP. So, instead of, like, nerfing it slightly and still making it a good gem, and making it still work with Vitus, why then you just go and you nerf Vitus? Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? When the market merge, I will, if I had to speculate, guys, I will speculate that is gonna be on the next major update, which is on 19 June. I will speculate that. Mother's Lament should work with Vitus. Yeah, so Crimson, you know, like, that's my point. You know, all of them, they should work, but they don't. And the reason is because they think it's too powerful. They are like 2 very powerful gems. By the way, guys, did you guys already like the stream? Guys, we have here 92 people. We only have 22 likes. Go there, hit that like button. I have to find a way to make it like very easy for you guys to like the stream. Oh, you know what? Did you already like the stream? Please do. I'm gonna say it really helps. Oh, that's it. That's Bryce, why I never thought about this. This is like so easy. This is all I need to do. Look at this. See, 32 likes already. 32 freaking likes. Thank you so much, guys. The issue, you know what? It's not you guys. It is YouTube, okay? YouTube make these an absolutely cancer to do it. Do you have any idea when the new gem will come? Will come on the 19th as well. So the gem, it is already confirmed that it's coming on the 19th. The marketplace, they did not say anything, but I'll suspect that it will come there. They should nerf mothers to 22 to 28 and make it work with Vitus. Yeah, I think like that will be fair. It will be a good adjustment to it. Yo, what's up, brothers? Reminds me, every video nowadays, 99, you aren't subscribed, so subscribe now. Yeah, that's normal. I mean, usually I only ask people to subscribe and like at the end of the video, once they already got like the information, because I feel like if someone went through the whole video to that extent, probably they liked it, what they heard, right? So they will probably like be more likely to subscribe. And the honest truth is, like, in general, I don't like a lot of like plugs inside the videos, man. I know it helps. So probably we're gonna do that. By the way, I was curious about something. So I saw this streamer and Ludwig, and he was checking how many subs he lost in since he started his channel. And I kind of wanted to do that. I kind of wanted to see, because like right now we have almost 12,000, right? Almost 12,000, which is pretty good.
Roland super chatted 10 euros. Like and subscribe.
Damn right, boys. Go like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Boland, coming up with a 10. What a legend, Boland. Always with the legendary support. Thank you so much, brother. To be fair, we already got like 41 likes. So yeah, we got here a 100% boost on the like ratio, which is very nice. New OP gems will come eventually. Yeah, the game. Listen, I don't know what's happening in Blizzard, but they probably said this. You know what, guys? In 2025, our player base is not looking that hot, and we need some money. All right. And what is the best way to make some absolutely banger off a bag? Well, what about we power creep every single 5-star, 2-star in the game, and we just make these new 2025 gems absolutely OP. I'm telling you guys, they are absolutely broken. Even the 1-stars. Even the 1-stars. It's going crazy. Did I miss the tier list? No. Let me see how many dungeons do I need to do. I just want to finish these, and then we go do some other content. Okay, I'm done. Okay, let me just finish these. We finish this up, and then we do the rest of the content. We have a lot of things to do, guys. We gotta do a tier list. I gotta do the Barbarian video. We also gonna react to Apollyon's video regarding some drama. I don't know what's happening. I just want to see. Listen, guys. You guys have to understand. I am a simple man. I read drama. I watch. Okay, that's it. If you want me to react to your video, just type on the thumbnail or on the title the word drama, and I will watch. Okay. I'm a simple man. They understood the game also needs free-to-play players to strive. Yeah, I'm completely fine with having like strong two stars. I feel like it needed. I absolutely think that the game needed. When do you think the Druid is getting released? My guess, if I have to guess, I think it is gonna be late. It's gonna be between these two, okay? It's gonna be in July, 100%. But I feel like it's gonna be late July. That's my guess. I might be wrong. I don't have any information. It's just my guts. What is this green Beyblade? You don't like it? It's awesome. It's my warglaves, man. The best gems in the best weapons in the game. Oh, is this guy playing with a conjuration of light in? Oh my god. Okay, bro. Okay. Come on, come on. I hate this boss. This is the most annoying boss. Show the damage. I mean, damage is pretty decent though. Barbarian right now, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this is actually the one that does more damage. But you're not gonna get close to these Crusaders. No, you're not. That's just how it is. But let me also see like this Crusader itself. Like, what is his stats? So my Crusader on my account does double the damage of my Barb. Let's see here. So this was the guy. Oh, okay. I mean, guys, this guy is like 5,000. Okay, it's 5,000 resonance, way higher secondaries than me. Okay, I'm good. I think I still did fine, right? I'm just like I'm a 1,000 reso Andy. Okay, I'm a small boy. Is Crusader the most DPS class right now? Yes. For my, it's between Crusader and Wizard, which was very surprising. But Wizard, you have to play like crazy. Okay, so let's go. Let's put the character in town, and we got some work to do. Okay, we got some work to do. Tempest is your best damage in the game? No, it's not. I tested it out. I tried to squeeze as much damage as possible. It doesn't come even closer. Like in my account, it does less 100,000, 100 million damage. We're just talking about damage. We're not talking about anything else. So, I'm gonna make this video very quickly about this build. All right, so we're gonna do that. You guys will be able to say hi to YouTube if you guys want. I'm gonna leave the chat if you guys I already know you guys wanna try to interrupt me, you fucking assholes. But alright, I'm just hiding that shit so it doesn't get in the way. Alright. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let me put my notes. On my notes. Okay. Are you guys ready? Let me drink some water. We're gonna do the dungeon build and we're gonna do the tier list afterwards. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Can we do this like one shot? I think we can one shot these, right? It's not gonna be a big deal. All right. So let me just check here something on the Paragon. I have here some. Your damage is increased. Okay. This gives me critical hit chance. Nice. Okay. Sounds good. Then we have this one. And let me see something because maybe this is actually not proccing. Yeah. Let me see something. So I'm getting here, but when I use these. Oh, I still get it. Okay. So it's whenever I take damage from the mobs, not... Okay. So I'm just checking, like... Because I'm hitting myself, right? But this is still on. Okay. So the Bloodthirst still's on. The Unseen Dynamism is still on. I was just making sure so we don't blunder. Okay. So Paragon is all good. The green set items are also pretty good. Instances looking fresh. Warband. Alright. Sounds goody, boys. Sounds goody. Alright. Alright. So, I'm gonna start and you guys can say hi to YouTube if you guys want. Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've been on the Barbarian and I'm very excited to be back because we actually got a new version of the World Breaker. We are now here on the live so you guys can also say hi to the chat and well, I can tell you from my experience that Barbarian got very big nerfs since the last time I played. The damage is not looking as big as the last time we were here, but still we can still output a big number and that's what I want to talk about. We want to talk about like big numbers. So let's go into this build. We call it the World Breaker because it is actually super fun to play, super fast, and you're actually gonna absolutely destroy everything. in dungeons. So we are using the Wrath of Berserk. You want to be big, you want to be strong. Also, you want to proc the Berg Breaker. You're going to use the Demoralize to pretty much resolve all the dots. We're going to use the Whirlwind as the AoE ability and also to spread your bleeds. And we're going to use the Sprint so we can have some damage loss of control from the sprint, and also increases our damage with the substats like increase the loss of control. So moving on. Fuck, I fucked it up. I fucked it up, guys. I fucked it up. I don't have... I was gonna show here, but I guess like what I can show, it is here on the Reforged. Okay, okay, guys. Take two, guys. Take two. Take two. Alright. It was going so well. Alright, take two. Oh, I also have to remove the music. I forgot. So either way, I had to remove it. Alright. Take two. 3, 2, 1. Hi legends, welcome to another video, and today I'm very excited because I'm here also with the chat and we've been playing Barbarian. First of all, my first impression Barbarian is that we actually been severely nerfed and the damage is not looking as hot as in the past, but still we can actually be able to do quite some big numbers, like above like 1 million even in this free-to-play account, which is very exciting. We're still like very fast, very resilient, and we have more than enough damage for everything. So let's go here into the skills of this build. We are using the Wrath of Berserk. You want to be big, you want to be strong, and you want to pretty much go and also proc the Berg Breaker. Then you want to use the Demoralize to resolve all the dots, the Whirlwind to apply dots and AoE damage, and also the Sprint for you to pretty much just go, be fast, be strong, and you know, you want to apply this shield effect that is going to proc the damage to loss of control, which is going to be a big damage boost also for our build. So moving on here into the instances, we actually going to show you here because it's going to be easier. We are using the Whirling All. This one, it is Inferno 5 instances. They're pretty much gonna make that you demoralize. Now is gonna empower your steps with wind, and whenever you're gonna run, it's gonna emit like this blast every few yards. And whenever you hit them with this demoralize, you actually gonna use the Lion's Mane, your main hand, to detonate and pretty much resolve all your dots. So whenever you put the bleeds and you put the burning effects and all these things, if they are on the target for 15 seconds, they actually gonna be resolved in an instant, and you're gonna be able to do hundreds and millions of damage just leveraging this skill. Then we are using here the new 5 Fresh Claws. This used to be a chest piece that whenever you apply the Whirlwind will shred the armor up to 10% damage to all the party, but they actually reworked these old instances and now it stacks up to 30% on the target. It is very, very strong and it can actually increase your damage by 30%. Very, very nice. Then we are using here the Ox to Horns. These also got buffed. So in the past, if you attack the target 3 times with the Whirlwind, you will cause 1 bleed. But now we don't cause just 1 bleed. We actually cause 3 bleeds that can be on the target at the same time, and then you're gonna resolve and you're gonna create, just gonna have a bunch of dots all over the place. We are using here the Snow Drifter. This one, as I said, whenever you use the sprint, you're gonna increase your movement speed, but also you're gonna have this shield aura that's gonna trigger them, the target to become shield. It does not work on bosses, but it works in every other mob in the game, which is perfect, especially for dungeons. Then we are using here the Fallen's Field. This one, it is gonna be one of like the best mechanics in the game for you to just be able to spam the Whirlwind as much as you want. It is very nice because it consumes your life instead of the energy. So as long as you have life, you are actually gonna be able to pretty much be here all the time. And the very good mechanic that we found out here that I already had on the other Wheel Breaker, it was that whenever you are using the Fallen Field, you are giving damage to yourself. So whenever you take damage, you actually gonna proc here the Berg Breaker. So the Wrath of Berserk will now cause you to retaliate, dealing damage to the nearby enemies. I know that some people like to go with the Sunder Legacy, but what I found out is that this does not apply a burn. What it does is like when you are with this aura around yourself and you have a target on top, this target will actually gonna start getting a burn effect, but it is not a burn effect with the duration, so you cannot really detonate. So because of this mechanic, we actually are outputting way more damage with the Burg Breaker and getting way better results. So feel free to use both and test on your account. For me, I got like 30 to 40 million damage more just by replacing this one. And we are also using the Promise of Sunrise. Whenever you hit them with the Demoralize the enemy, your attack and movement speed is going to be increased up to 28.5%. So the faster you are, the better you're going to be, because there is one important thing here that a lot of people do not know, is that the attack speed is not only for your primary attacks, it also influences the animation of your skill. So the faster you actually attack, the more damage you're going to do with your whirlwind, because you're just going to spin faster. It's going to be insane Beyblade. So just to show you here the core mechanics, whenever I do here the whirlwind, I'm start consuming life to myself, but the key thing is like whenever I put the Wrath of Berserk and now I start spinning, you're gonna see the Burg Breaker happening at the same time because we're hitting ourselves. It is a very powerful mechanic that you guys can leverage. Anytime you're gonna have an asset that you can take damage for yourself, to auto-proc the Burg Breaker will always be very good for you. Now let's go here into the set items. Well, when it comes to the set items, we are using the 2 pieces Vitus because we want to increase our duration of the buffs. Not only our buffs like Wrath of Berserk, but also our legendary gem buffs. Then we are using here the 4 pieces augments that we're gonna apply a buff, a debuff on the target, a burn, but also this burn will be extended by 30 seconds duration. Then we are using here another 2 pieces barons to increase our harmful effects, so our bleeds and also our burn effects for 30%. And now that we're talking about like this mechanic about like increasing the duration, so you want to have your dots being applying with as much duration as you can, and that's why here on the legendary gems we are using the Misery Elixir. This on the legendary gems, this is one of the best 1-stars in the game. If you're using these harmful effects, it is very strong, it works very well, and increases up to 24% the duration of your debuff if you have it at rank 10. Then we are using here the Bloodsoaked Jade, increases your damage and your movement speed. Also using the Morn Skull, which if you have more than 3 targets around you, you can actually increase your damage up to 22%. This is on the 5-star. Have in mind that all these percentages can be increased according to your rank. Then we are using here the Rolling Consequence. It's going to increase your crit. Also, it's going to apply burning damage, explosions, and whenever you have a burning target, will also apply here 3% more critical hit chance. Very strong gem. Colossus Engine is going to buff the your skill damage by 26%. Also, it's gonna make you bigger. It's gonna increase the skill damage. It's just like overall, I love this gem. Who doesn't like to be big, right? Then we have here Pain Clasp. Whenever you have some enemies suffering a continuous damage, which is like bleeds, poisons, or burning effects, we are also gonna have this increased damage. And last but not least, we're gonna have Mother's Lament for the crit, and we're gonna have the Spectral Glass for the critical hits are gonna shatter the enemy's armor and apply pretty much a damage debuff that also is gonna increase the critical hit chance by 2%. One important thing is here that have in mind that whenever using the 2 pieces variants and also the Misery Elixir, you're not only buffing your debuffs, like the bleeds, like the burnings, but also you are buffing your Spectral Glass. The Spectral Glass, it is a buff that applies for 2 seconds, but because we are using 2 pieces variants and also the Misery Elixir, we are increasing the duration up to 54%. Very strong. It is actually very, very good. Another thing that you want to go with, it is pretty much like when it comes to the substats. Well, try to always go with here on your neck, on your gloves, and your rings. So movement speed, it is always important. You also want to go here with skill cooldown reductions, always very good. And please do not skip this one, beneficial effect durations. They are also super important for you to keep doing damage. Skill damage, super good because all of your damage, or most of your damage, also comes from the whirlwind. The critical hit chance and critical hit damage, these are all very, very strong. When it comes to the awakened slots, well, in my opinion, just try to have as much damage as you can, or skill cooldown reductions will always be good. This one here, it is pretty useless. So if you don't have any 5-star that is not like at rank 4, you can actually go here and use on this one, because since we are consuming life and not energy, it is useless. I hope they actually rework this awaken to whirlwind just has an increased damage. That'll be like so much better and so much more useful. Now let's go here into the Paragon. When it comes to the Paragon, we are using the Unseen Dynamism, we are using the Uncanny, Gifted, Bloodthirst, and also the Superiority. Then for the Legendary skill, we are using here the Dead's Release. If you guys can read here, whenever your continual damage will expire, they will create this AoE burst by 30% of the total damage of that you deal on the enemies, which is gonna create like even more AoE. It is super, super strong. When it comes here to the warband room, obviously, if you're gonna spam some dungeons, you wanna run here with the attacker. If you're a whale and you have more than enough damage, you can run with the protector, so you can go and use the shepherd's burden, so you can increase your sight. Personally, I like to go with the attacker. On the familiar, pretty much that you are gonna have like 2 choices to pick, or you're gonna go with your pet that's gonna apply the lingering wounds, or you're gonna go with your pet that's gonna apply the savior. Either way, it is fine. Work and play with whatever it is gonna be more comfortable to you. Some people like the savior, some people like a bit more damage. For me, I like both, but now you're gonna know the choices. Now for the runes. Well, when it comes to the runes, there is actually here something that I want to swap, which is I always like to put here the seed. And because the seed is like definitely such an underrated gem, because it gives you this 9% that whenever you kill a monster, you're gonna create another explosion. And we're talking about dungeons. Dungeons is all about clear speed, all those packs. You go into the pack, you explode all these dots, you explode the mobs, and you just want to be as fast as you can. Then you're gonna focus on the boss, and you're gonna try to kill him as fast as you can. But overall, very good. The other one, it is obviously like this legendary one, the zoo. It's mainly because it's gonna increase your critical hit chance by 4%. If you already have a lot of critical hit chance, you can go with the other one that gives you 10% of damage loss of control. Personally, I like this one because it is a free to play account, so this one is much better. But if not, just try to slot whatever you have it here. Then the other one, it is going to be obviously the left, which is going to increase our critical hit damage by 6%. Then if you don't have that one, well, just slot whatever you can. Either way, it won't really matter. And another like big shout out is going to be here for the tier that is going to increase your attack speed and also beneficial effect duration by 4.5%. Very strong. These runes can never go wrong with it. And here, on the curse set, well, we are using the 6 pieces detested. This one works very well. It's going to create a void under the target that's going to give them more damage, but above all, is going to increase the damage that you are going to do to the target by 12%. And then we are using here the other one, which is the trophy. That's also going to create another dark field on the target that's going to increase some damage. This is actually, if it procs on the boss, is actually very nice. And I like to play a lot with it. And last but not least, let's go here into one of the most important parts when it comes to the damage in this game. A lot of people, they put a lot of money into trying to have their legendary gems as higher rank, and yet a lot of times in the one-on-one coaching session that I do, a lot of these whales, they do not have their reforges well done. They don't even know like what reforges like are, or they are running like PV builds with like barrier sets or like whatever. So this is definitely in my opinion the best universal best PV meta reforger. So you get like the damage to loss of control, then you get the damage to demons, you get attack speed, you get duration, beneficial effect duration. You're also gonna get the critical hit damage. It works for pretty much almost everything. Even though we are not using the primary attacks, it is still very strong because of the stats that it gives. Well, this is it. I'm gonna just show you pretty much like a run so you see this in action. It works, in my opinion, extremely well. We can do and output a lot of damage. It's not gonna be as much damage as a Crusader or even as a Wizard, because like those classes are really popping off in terms of damage. Also, we got a bit unlucky, man. We have a Whale Crusader. This guy is gonna suck all my damage, or maybe we can try to be a bit competitive with it, but I don't think we're gonna have any chances. But well, let's try it out if you can do like some Gucci damage. Well, we have 2 Crusaders and a Necro. Well, this is actually some hard competition here, but as you can see, the rotation, it is very simple. You want to always have like your buffs always on, and then you're just gonna spam your Whirlwind. Wait, did we forgot something? Oh, we have to kill these boys. Oh my god, nobody killed here in the back. Like, we're not, what are we doing, man? Everyone is so busy, just want to go, and we're forgetting. We're forgetting the mobs in the back. All right, it's done. Okay, good to have this here for the YouTube, right? Perfect run. This is what you have. Like sometimes you have all these wells, and everyone just does these runs like without even thinking nowadays, because like probably like these players, including myself, we have done this like hundreds of times, and it gets to a point like you just do this with your eyes closed, or you're watching like a stream, you know, twitch.tv/Indez YT. You guys can watch that on YouTube. Feel free to join. We are actually live right now, and we're also doing this. So we have the Butcher here. He's gonna die in 1 second. But if you guys see the damage, like in the middle of all these numbers, you're gonna see like sometimes I do like 1.2, 1.5 million damage, and it's all because I am proccing these burning effects and these bleed effects, and whenever I do that and I resolve them, it results in a lot of freaking damage. So I'm really proud of like this new version of the Wheelbreaker. Wheelbreaker was definitely one of my favorite builds to ever played in the past. Then, you know, Ulta came, and you know, Hammer of the Ancients, and then like the meta just evolved into a very different scenario. But Whirlwind, the Spin Twin, it is always like one of my favorite builds to play with. And you cannot really go wrong with it. If there is one piece of feedback that I will give to Blizzard, can we please buff up while we are using the Whirlwind? Besides that, hey, Blizzard, please do that favor to every Barb. It will be so freaking good if they actually could do that. Because it will make a huge difference. I will not have, especially in this build, you will always be spinning. You will always be spinning. You will not need to go out of like your channeling. Also, another big reason why I'm using these and this actually doing more damage is because there used to be like this other build that Crane made it like very popular with the Sunder, but the Sunder nowadays, well, it got like heavily nerfed, and I'm not outputting, not even like I used to output millions with that build, and now like it got nerfed like by 50 or even like 60%. It doesn't come close to this, but well, I'm still proud here of my performance against like these whales. Have in mind that my account like right now is what, like a 1.8 thousand resos, and then who was the big boy? Oh, it was the Necro. Holy moly, the Necro actually. Oh, okay, look at these sub stats. Come on, dude. Okay, 5,000, some good stats. I can see like he knows what he's doing as well. Probably even you know, even watch like our videos, boys. So well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this build. Go have some fun, because it is a very fun build to play. And with this, I want to say thank you. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and type cheese in the comments. And with this, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the live streams. Peace. Woo! There it is, boys. There it is. All right. See, that's how you do a YouTube video, boys. That's how you do a YouTube video. Like we literally, it was not a one shot. But it was just like that. It was a two take. All right. So the first one was a test run. Yeah. Actually, you know, either way, I could not do that, right? I almost called a stream. I forgot it was a stream. Yeah, like we did it live. Like this, it's done. A lot of people have been asking me for the build, so it's done. Tomorrow we'll go live. We're probably gonna start doing like these build guides here on live stream. Is it actually once I get it started, it'll be really easy for me. Wouldn't 28% more damage on the Berserk with the bleed offhand work as well? No, like you're saying besides this, besides the promise, I don't think so, because like you kind of need like this immortalize, and attack speed and movement speed is actually better in my opinion. But yeah, maybe you can try and test it out. Like you don't want to change the Berserk, the Berg Breaker, because it's gonna, if you remove the Berg Breaker, it's actually gonna ruin your cooldown on the Wrath of Berserk. You cannot be in Wrath all the time. But I think attack speed, it is probably better than a bit more damage. Why Slinger if the primary attack is not useful? But you don't need to use primary attacks on this build. Like look at what you're using, right? It's like primary attacks or skill. We are using a skill. Oh, I see what you mean. Must alternate. The attacks must alternate between attacks or skills. No, wait. Wait. Wait, let me go. Let me go there. Let me go there. I think it needs to alternate with the... If not, I can correct that. It's fine. Okay, let's go here. No! Guys, so you have this. Oh, then it drops. Oh, I see. I think I see what you guys saying. Huh. No, but it's proccing. You guys see? Like look at here. Look at here at the top. Oh yeah, it drops. It drops. I see what you mean. Okay, then I thought I could also alternate with the skills. Then the other option is this. Right? This is the other option. Slayer better be a better option. Okay. Give me 1 sec. So. And so for the Paragons, we also gonna have here the Slayer. We are using here, since we are using dots, we are using the deterioration, which pretty much gonna increase the duration of our harmful effects by 10%. Then we're gonna have here the other one that whenever we're gonna have 3 of our continuous damage effects, they are actually gonna also explode to all the nearby enemies. Then we have like this other one that whenever the continuous harmful effects will expire, they will also go and explode and make even more damage. So you see they spread, they actually gonna add like more damage to it. Then you have here the amplified shields that is gonna give you some extra shield, but it's mainly you kind of want like, no, it's not this one, fuck me, no, it is this one. It is this one, or it is this one? I think it's this one, right? The damage of the shield cannot... But are we getting shields? No, we are not getting shields on this build. Okay, I will fix this. I'll find like a better. We're not using shields here. So. Huh. So we're not using shields. Also, we don't have the cat. Probably this one, guys. You know, like we can use this one. You gain a shield every 30 seconds. And we can go with this. I mean, this works. Slinger works better. Yeah, but yeah, Slinger works better for dungeons and Slayer works better for a single target. Yeah, this gives you an extra shield, right? And this gives you the shield that will absorb. Like, this is useless. This here is quite useless as well. Nobody cares about this. Attack speed decrease. Who the fuck cares? Arbitrary doesn't make sense. Can we use like something different? I don't think Slinger makes sense here. Brawler doesn't make sense. Survivor doesn't make sense. Vanquisher. Every 5 monsters. I mean, we have this one though. What do you guys think about? Oh my god! Oh, this does not stack. This does not stack. With the yeah, probably we're gonna go with this one. I wanna see me getting the shield. I got the shield, right? Yeah. Oh, you get the shield. You get the shield, so it's not bad though. Okay, so we do this Paragon. You know? So we do the Paragon. So let me just redo this part, so then I just cut it and I put it for the Paragon. Alright. So, let's go. For the Paragon, we are using on this build, the continual damage is increased by 10%. This one, it is really good because, again, the longer your harmful effects are, the best it's gonna be for your build. Also using the Rupture, that is gonna make that the enemy suffering from 3 of your continuous damage effects explode and will deal some AoE damage. Not only that, then you have also this other one that your continual damage effects will expire and you will have a 30% chance of spreading on the rest of your enemies. This is like actually super strong because like the more dots you have around and you keep resolving them, it is gonna be very powerful for you. Then we are using here the Hope. You're gonna gain a shield every 30 seconds, and also you're gonna use the Safeguard. That's pretty much just gonna make you immune to some kind of damage. So whenever I go into Berserk, you're gonna get like this buff, and overall it is gonna be very good for you. Obviously, if you don't have your gear at rank 30 like I do, well, you can actually, if you want and you want to cheat a bit, you can go here with the Vanquisher. If you just take the Grid, you take the Treasure Find, you take the Lucky, and also you can take here the Swift Unlearned and the Gold Find. To be fair, don't tell anyone, but until I had all my gear to rank 30, this is what I used. That's it, boys. All right. That's it. It's done. I will just cut the other one. Thank you guys also for letting me know about that fact. I really thought that here on the Unseen Dynamism, it was like actually like if I alternate between skills, but I guess it was not that way. Daniel, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the follow. And also we have Surgical Snipes coming up with a Twitch Prime. Is the tweet? No, he's actually a sub for 2 months. Holy shit. I cannot believe we actually, I'm gonna put here, guys, we're gonna put Surgical Snipes on here on the Wall of Legends. Surgical Snipes. the #1 player in Diablo Immortal, guys, also becoming a legend. There it is, boys. There it is. Even the top dog actually got it. So now, guys, my voice is quite fucked. So we need to chill. So we're gonna watch here a small reaction to Apollyon, okay? And after this reaction, which is gonna be like 10 minutes maximum, we're gonna do the tier list, okay? So we're gonna do the class tier list. It's been 3 months since we did it. So we're gonna do this one. Yo, what's up, Slayer? How you been? All right. So we have here a new video from Apollyon. Drama once again. It is static or unfair. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm a simple guy, man. I read drama and I'm gonna watch. Thank you also to Mark to send me this video for me to react. If you guys don't know, if you guys want to send me any videos or anything, you guys can actually go here into the stream, into the Discord server, and you guys can link it. And you guys can link it here for us to watch it. So thank you guys so much for doing this.
Boys and girls, today we have some spicy drama, some hot topics, some angry plays, Tide of Will, smurfing in Battleground. Let me know in the comment section down below before we start. Do you guys think this is a tactic that the Wills are using to get better result, or do you guys think that this is immoral to do, keeping your secondary stats as high as possible and then going in with a low resonance to try and match versus weaker players? Let me know in the comment section down below.
I think like it really depends. I mean, I heard like a few whales in a whale Discord. They were saying that, you know, if they want to reach to legend as quick or as fast as they can, and they want, what they do is like they keep their secondaries up. They reduce to like 2,000 resonance or 3,000 resonance, and like that they will be able to climb very fast from, you know, bronze to legend, because they say like they are not used to they don't want to actually go and play versus newbies. Then whenever they reach to legend, they actually put back their you know, 10,000 or 8,000 k resonance. I mean, it is reasonable. Maybe they don't want to waste a lot of time in legend, but of course, along the way, along the journey until you reach to legend, you're actually gonna be, you know, pretty, you know, fucked. That's the word, because if you manage to actually go against one of these whales that has like 8,000 or sometimes even 10,000 potency or armor pen, you have absolutely no chance, right? So, I mean, it's also matchmaking fault, it is luck, but I actually do not disagree if sometimes, for example, the Battle Mage Wizard, if you actually put the Aberdeen Curse, or you put the Falter Grasp, or you put even like the Crimson Behelit, those are very strong gems that can go along very well in that specific build. So in that case, I actually do not consider to be smurfing, I just consider that it is strategy.
Where do you guys stand? And keep it civil. We're gonna go check it out. What do we have here? Because there are a bunch of comments here and about 59 upward as of me recording this video right now. I understand that we'll spend tens of thousands of dollars and some 100k on this game and want to feel big and powerful by smurfing in Battleground and accumulating 20-30 kills. My goodness, they obviously don't want to fight other whales because they would get a few kills to no kills. It's annoying for us regular people who enter these matches with the premise of matching being a fair than having a whale smurf their way in by removing some gems and gear.
I feel like, to be fair, I mean, if you're gonna put your higher resonance, obviously you're gonna be matched with the other big whales, and some people, you know, they want to avoid. There are like two types of big whales as well. There are the whales that they are super dedicated into the battlegrounds, into the PvP, and all they do all day long, it is PvP. you have other types of like 10k whales that all they really care it is about doing PvE, about like their Rite of Exile, about their Shadow Wars, about like the whole immortal thing, and they really actually do not enjoy as much to do PvP. So I mean, it's again like one of the biggest issues that I feel like they do not speak a lot, especially in Diablo Immortal. It is like the fact that one of the main reasons why lower resonance are getting matched with like mid resonance or even high resonance or like super high resonance, it is because of the lack of players on the player base. So obviously in the bottom of free to play low resonance, I will say like that's like the biggest part of the triangle. And then as you go up on the resonance, you have like the tip, which is like almost no big whales actually, especially like in Europe. Like we don't have a lot of like 10k whales or even like above that. So I will say that will be very hard for these players to actually get matches between each other. So if we have like 5,000 whales, you will never find a whale. Actually, you'll never face it on your matchmaking because they are all facing each other. So it will be nice to have brackets. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it should be a lower reso bracket, a mid reso bracket, a high reso bracket. I agree on that. I just think that what will happen is that, because of the lack of the players in this game after all these years, these players at the top, they will just not have any matches or they will just stay in queue for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes per matches. And can you guys imagine like spending like 50 or 100,000 euros on a game just to not get any matches? Like we had this problem like many years ago. I think it was JT All Business. He made the video just talking about that he became so strong that the matchmaking will not give him any match. So I think what they did now and what they do now is like, imagine you have two teams. There is a total of the resonance. So if you sum up all the resonance and a few other like stats that I think it is the resonance, it is the substats, it is the legendary gems, and a few other things. You have a team A with 50,000 resonance and they have a team B with 50,000 resonance. And along the way, you're going to have one or two whales, you're going to have some mid resonance, and you're going to have like some lower resonance to fill it up, the gap. The major issue that I found is like sometimes you just have like a 13,000 resonance, which is like so much stronger than a 9,000 resonance. So you have like 13,000 resonance and like a 6,000 resonance and against like a 9 and a 8,000 resonance match, and then you have like some fillers. Like anything else in those matches are just fillers, and I feel like those matches in general, they were very frustrating. Also, we had like the duo queue on the new map that big whales in Europe, they were just abusing like AZ and Tamari. I think those are the two ones. Or I know that Tamari used to do all these duo queues, and you had like two like mega whales going in duo queue. And unfortunately, we don't have like many whales on the other side that could compete on that. So if you face them on the other team, most likely you will lose. And if they were on your team, most likely you were just going to win. And that's a way that the people were abusing actually this dual queue system.
Entered the match with 3k resonance when their actual resonance is like 9,000, 10,000. They still have about 50,000-60,000 damage and maxed secondary stats, and can sneeze and kill 5 players. Some just sit on the item and you cannot even damage them. It's extremely annoying and unfair of this game to allow this. I have also seen set wheels somehow get put on the same team back to back outside of 7-9 PM team up matches. Not sure what PM means here. And how this happened is curious.
It's talking outside of like the new map. I think that's what it means.
Blizzard NetEase prevent people from smurfing their way into battleground matches.
So if he doesn't know how they do it, I'll try to explain. So there's like this duo queue system that you can go into the battlegrounds, and if you go into your captain, and if we are inside the new battleground, I could go here on the convoy and I could tag along here with another person. So I can show you here. I could invite Lawrence, for example, and we could go together. The other thing is that you can do this in another different way. So I can be with you and I can just whisper you and say, hey, in 5 seconds, let's queue up at the same time. So we are in sync on the same time of the queue, and like that, most of the times you actually will be able to get matched up with most of your whale friends or your friends that way. It's a very common. A lot of people in my guild, they do that. It's just a way that can go and clash against each other or play on the same team or whatever. It is always fun whenever you have friends on the other team.
Please, I expect the downvote comes from the whales and people abusing the system who don't want anything to change. The rest of the players, I'm sure, are frustrated as I am and are hoping for some improvement. And there we go. It seems like we have about 59 upvotes, and I'm gonna get
these. I mean, if you go on the Reddit complaining about the matchmaking or smurfing or anything that's like super popular, it is like literally free updudes, man. It's free karma. Absolutely free karma. Just go there, spam something like these. In these topics, they are always hot topics. They are always there. It's actually sometimes, you know, a bit frustrating because it's also not the player's fault. So whoever does these, it's just like Blizzard doesn't seem like to even care. And I will also say that I feel like nowadays the way the matchmaking is, it is actually on purpose that you're gonna get and face these whales. So it actually frustrates you. So the frustration and the negative effect and feeling can actually have two outcomes. Or you quit the game and you know, you don't play the game, or you feel frustrated. And a lot of people actually have like the reverse psychology, which, you know, in their mind is like, okay, if I want to be strong, I need resonance, I need to swipe my card, or I need to buy an account, or whatever. Insert like the excuse, and they're gonna spend money in the game. So I feel like this nowadays, it is actually on purpose. I don't think any other way, because I think they could solve this if they wanted. So the lack of players and also, you know, making these in an intentional way leaves a lot of frustration to players.
give this one another upvote here. I do agree that Battleground need a better matchmaking, but I do have an opinion on this as well.
Let me see.
This muffing is an issue every time a new Battleground season starts.
Yep.
And
then
I will try and
stabilize.
explain this. For example, right now everyone is mostly trying to reach the legend tier. You can see I am somewhat closer to the goal at the moment, and so sometimes I get easy matches, sometimes I get really bad matchmaking, and sometimes I go versus people smurfing. But once I will reach the legend tier and my points will be somewhat closer to 3,500, then smurfing doesn't do much, because you will be fighting versus other players with the highest points, and those low.
It is called high legend tiers. So I don't know if Apollyon is gonna show you, but I can show you here that if you read it around here, it says inside the game matchmaking rules, upon reaching to legendary rank, as your battle's ground score increases, so the higher you go, so above, and especially it is more noticeable around 3,500, because there was also a patch notes back in the day that said around that limit, things, you feel instantly the difference, right? And as you go higher, you actually, you know, the matchmaker will gradually place less emphasis on your overall power of your opponents and teammates, focusing primarily on your battleground score and rank. Okay, so it's like this is very important, because like win rates, your you know, also your rank will actually have a big impact. So what is the overall power? It is the aggregation of so many things, but mainly it's going to be your character power, including life, damage, resonance, legendary gems, and also I'm pretty much sure that nowadays they also include the secondaries.
Lobbies will be like big boys lobbies with a lot of resonance. but still, until like you reach the legend tier, they need to come up with some solution so they can prevent people from smurfing, and so everyone can have a fun experience until they reach the legend tier.
I will say something. Nowadays, I feel like the matchmaking, it is better than it was like 6 months ago. Or I'm really lucky, okay, or I'm really lucky, but for me, the experience, it is quite better, especially on the way from bronze to legend. Yes, from time to time, I will say like one in probably like 15 matches, I get like a big whale matches, or maybe one in every 10. But man, like 6 months ago, it used to be like one every 3 matches, or one every 5. There was always like a very annoying match with the whales, and I didn't like it. Also, maybe now because like a lot of players, they just want to play on the new map. It is, you know, more competitive during that slot. Also, another people, like if you like to play the old map and you play in the morning, definitely time slots, they matter. In the morning, it is way easier to rank up than at night. At night is whenever people are not working, is whenever like these big whales that have jobs and all these things, they come and they just want to chill and they go into PvP. So if you are a low resonance and you're trying to climb only at night, there is more chances that you actually also gonna get like these whales.
But anyhow, if we go back and take a look at the top comment here, it seems like NetEase Blizzard claimed that they have already fixed it, and the battleground resonance changes. We have found that some players lower the resonance level and use the power of the normal gem to have an unseemly advantage in battleground. We are now factoring in normal gem power when using the matchmaking algorithm to ensure a more balanced playing field. This is not working, by the way. Yeah, this does not seem to be working.
It is working. It is working nowadays because after they implemented this, there is a difference. I felt the difference on the matchmaking. However, you know, matchmaking is not only dependent on this, and that's what I was trying to say. Like sometimes if there is these high players, these very high players are with a very high power, they could not find any match. I feel like the matchmaking itself will just fix a match with themselves, these high smurfs, and then like a bunch of fillers, so these players, they can still play. So that's what I think it is.
Not sure how, they don't know, but it does not seem to be working from bronze till the legend tier. We have also optimized the matchmaking algorithm to now consider armor penetration, armor potency, and resistance.
These are just
Players
repeating
with
what's
high
on top.
values in each of these categories will be better matched to players of high resonance levels, so the strength of both teams of each side battle will be more evenly matched. So does not seems to be working, and basically everyone seems to be saying it doesn't work. Ton of comments here, let me know.
So I don't think it's 100% proof, because as I said, I also get like these well matches. I'm saying that the cadency of matches that you get nowadays is definitely less. Yeah, I was hoping for a bit more hot drama. Like, I mean, like, this is not hot drama. This old, stinky with mold, you know, that you left on the attic. I mean, like, this drama is older than my, I was gonna say my grandma, but rest in peace, she's dead. No, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, we need something good. But either way, boys, go there, drop a like to our boy Apollyon, always coming up with some hot topics and hot content. All right. I mean, I thought we were gonna have like something more juicy, right? But after all, it was just like about like the smart thing itself. This drama is older than your mold. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Here, guys, we don't watch drama on this stream. We make drama. Oh, no. Each orange mob from all the 3 clans towers have been dropping 2 legendary items each day for me. They do not share. I don't think they shared. Only one shared. I know like the first one of the day is 100% drop. The other ones I don't think is 100%. I already tested for like 3 or 4 days. So if I go photos, holy shit! I got I got stuck with some peanut, man. Jesus. All right. So, boys, is it the time of the day that we gotta do the tier list? Peanut dramas. I know. Imagine this: the ice streamer dies on the stream, gets choked by with the peanuts on his mouth. Dude. Whew. All right. So, tier list. Oh, wait. Fuck, wait. I almost shown the other tier list. What is? What the hell is? I'm gonna die. Bro, it's so stuck. All right. So these are the legendary gems. What are the classes? All right. Fotos. Puta que pariu. All right. So, we're gonna do what? PvE class? Best PvE class? Right? I feel like that's the one we do first. All right. Definitely there is some changes. Definitely, I'll say that there is some changes. All right, and then take honey. Do you guys think honey will help? I just need like the piece of peanuts that is stuck on my throat to get out. You know? That's just how it is. All right. So, boys. I'm actually not quite sure here. To be fair, on this one, I will most likely need your help. I will most likely need your help on this one. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna discuss here before we do the video. Before we do the video, we're gonna do this. Okay, I need more space between them. Yeah, we go here. Okay, so what month is today? It is July. July or June? No, June, right? Yeah, June. June 2025. 2025. So it's been a while since we did this, guys, and now it's the time. So on top of my head, guys, I will say that let's start with the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, from my previous experience that I had like 2 weeks ago, man, now that my account it is quite stronger, I will say that Demon Hunter for me felt really good. It did a lot of damage. He actually did like the amount of damage that he did was just like slightly lower than the Tempest. The only issue that he has is like you don't have a lot of survivability, but I mean, like if you have some quick fit and you have the savior pet, you're probably gonna be fine. But if you don't have those two things, you're probably gonna have a bad time, especially like in challenge dungeons. Challenge dungeons, like they hit like really hard, guys. So where do you guys put Demon Hunter? Because personally for me, it is around here, right? B plus or A tier, but I will probably say like A tier. I think it was like pretty nice. I had fun. It is a fun class to play with. I don't think it reaches like the S tier, just because the damage that it does, it's not enough to reach the S tier damage. Also, it lacks a bit of like AoE damage, and it lacks survivability, right? I feel like it is pretty fair. B, I don't think it's B nowadays. I feel like the damage that it does, it is pretty good, and I think it will only get better. And also the main reason is because nowadays there are even better 1 and 2 stars in the game, especially the 2 stars are super powerful, and this will actually make the class, even for lower resonance players, to be like really good. So I will say that for me it's a solid A. I quite like it. Now we have here the Wizard, guys. The Wizard, it is one of like my the last class that I play before Barbarian. And it was a class that on my account, it was the second class on my account that it actually surpassed 500 million damage in 1 minute. Very impressive damage. And I know that I could even squeeze more damage if I had the 4 out of 4 lightning Nova affixes, if I had a better charm. There are definitely a few things that I could 100% tweak on the Wizard, that it will probably go even higher than that. So on top of that, I will say that the Wizard, it is a class that it has one of the most varieties of builds. Like, you have a bunch of builds that you can use. You can use the Lightning Nova spam fingers bleeding. You can use that one that has the chest, the 4 demon chest, that you know you have fired. You have all the elements. You have fire, frost, lightning, and some other shit. Then you have multiple farming builds. PvP is awesome, but we're not talking about PvP. So I feel like, personally, at this stage, Wizard, it is absolutely S tier. Absolutely S tier. It's just too strong. Not too strong. I think it is strong. Then we have here the Monk. Okay, the Monk has been a class that it does well. Okay, it does well. It does okay. Like, I feel like the helicopter nerf, it was very harsh on it. You know, you can still have some decent amount of damage with the tornadoes and the flying dragon and all these, you know, all these primary attack builds. You can still do a lot of damage with that, but you lack a lot on the AoE department, right? In terms of like farming, I think it does well, but it just lacks a lot of AoE, which makes the damage of Monk very underwhelming compared to these other classes. But it's not a bad class. I will not say it's a bad class. It's like this. Whenever you go like with a Crusader or like all these S tier classes on your party, during the mobs, your damage tends to be lower, and then whenever you go into the bossing, you tend to give my higher damage because your single target is actually pretty good. So I will say that I will probably put it at B tier at this stage. Maybe we can drop him off, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. Tempest. Tempest was a class that I really thought that I was gonna surpass the 500 million damage as well, but it didn't. It didn't surpass. However, with all the shields, all the survivability, the dashes, it does like good continuous damage. It does good burst damage. It is really fun to play Tempest, right? Like if you play Tempest, you know it's a fun class. And it doesn't do as much damage as these other classes, but I feel like at this stage the biggest problem with Tempest is just like being stuck with the same old builds, man. Yes, there is a one with the Riptide one. It is a new one, but it seems like to be bugged in multiple game modes. But it is one of like the best classes to push content like challenge dungeons. It is one of the best classes to do raids as well and to push raids. So I will say like Tempest, it is a solid S tier for everything that has to offer. And it kind of changed my mind. Like it used to be A tier for me, but I feel like I've been playing with it a bit more recently, and I can see it. I can see it better now. Then we have here the Barb. Oh boy, the Barb. This one, guys, this one. Guys, we used to be here. Then we went here. And then we went here. Oh man, we fell off. We fell off so hard, guys. Oh my god. We fell off so hard. So hard. But I think a Monk does way more damage than Barb. In dungeons, he does. In dungeons, does more damage than Barb. Are you sure? I don't know about that. I don't know. Barbarian is better at farming. I think Barbarian is better at dungeons. Barbarian is better at gauntlets. He can literally solo it. Barbarian is better at raids. So I don't think so. I do not agree on that. I will say that or Barb is the same as Monk, or even Monk, for me, it will be less. You know? Because besides single target damage, what else does Monk has? What else we have on Monk? We have single target damage. Nothing else. I mean, farms like any other class. I will put like this. Are monk sports builds viable? You don't need, like, why? There's no reason to play support in this game in PvE. Like, absolutely no reason. This game, it's all about damage. It's literally that way. We don't have a boss to the mechanics. We don't have, like, it's all about just going there and outputting as much damage as you can. Nothing else matters. Yo, Randall, what's up, man? I've been watching your content. You have been entertaining. Yo, thanks so much, man. I'm glad you're enjoying. We have here, like, can we have some W to Randall? A new player that started playing in the middle of the Berserker patch, man. I hope you're enjoying the game. You're 100% sure that Monk... No, I'm telling you. I know that he does more damage in single target than Barb. That I know. I'm saying besides the single target damage, what else does Monk has? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Barbarian wins in any other front. Besides, like, the single target. Support Monk is superior for Tempest. Bro, I play this game. I don't care about the support. I really don't care about the support. I care to have people that add damage. That's all. And you're saying that the support monk is superior than Tempest? The top two is Wizard and Tempest. Monkey C feels wrong. The helicopter is still better than the whirlwind. No, it's not. No, it's not. What are we talking about? What the fuck? Helicopter got nerfed to the ground, man. It does like less 60%. And whirlwind got buffed. We're only talking about PvE, okay? We're only talking about PvE. Guys, it's best PvE class. Alright? Fuck. It's like literally here. Alright. This is my opinion. Necro. What do you guys think, guys? Necro. This is not PvP! Guys, listen. Fuck me. Do I have to put it like this? Holy shit. Look. Best PvP fucking class. Holy shit. Maybe like these, you guys can read. Whirlwind will fire set bonus for the build? No, I don't think so. I think the augments with the barons outputs more damage. I think Necromancer You guys think that Necromancer is like a tier of its own? So, Necromancer, it's a class that it is good at everything. Like, literally at every single thing. It's good in raids. It's good in dungeons. It's good in farming. Even though in farming is a bit annoying. I'm gonna be honest. But he farms really well. Yeah, I'm talking about speed farming. I'm not talking about AFK farming. He AFK farms like a god. I feel like man, I feel like Necro is a tier above, man. I will put like this, but the honest truth is that I think that Necro, it is literally above these two. You know what I'm saying? It just does everything good. There's like literally no downsides to this class in PvP. Maybe the only downside, probably, maybe challenge rifts, but still. Should we create like a SS tier? Should we create the SS tier? I will fix these later. S plus. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay, and these we put. Alright. Fuck. Okay, what do you guys think about this? S plus? Okay, we gotta put S plus. Maybe it's easier to understand. I'm just trying to fix this. Alright. What do you guys think about this? Yo, Eternity, what's up, man? Just put God tier. I mean, I don't know if it's like God tier though. I don't know. I don't know if it is like God tier. But I will say that for me, It is about the. It is like better than this, than these ones, than these two, right? So you guys agree? Are we all in agree? Holy shit, guys! We actually have, look at this. We have 80 likes. Oh my god. It actually worked. This shit actually worked. Thank you guys so much, man. Who is that? This is Necro. This is Necromancer, Wizard, Tempest, Demon Hunter, Barbarian, Monk, and Crusader. What about Crusader, chat? Yeah, we are hacking the algorithm. Yeah. It actually helps a lot. The more likes the stream has, the more reach it gets. S plus plus. S. I think higher than Necro. I will say that the only thing that, in my opinion, Crusader is lacking it's just one thing. Can you guys guess the only thing that Crusader is lacking to be S plus in PvE? PvE. Player versus environment. Okay, so you guys actually bring some good points, but nobody actually got it, which is impressive. Actually, nobody got it, but you guys are definitely right in something. Crusader, in my opinion, it's a class that it takes a lot of time to build up. So, you know, it's a class that you start to play the game and it's kind of like shit for a while, right? You know, it's like shit for a while. Then you start to figure out the game and then it gets like kind of good. And then once you have your accounts is like really strong, then it's like fucking godly, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, okay, God. You know, it really feels that way. Until you have the cooldowns and you have the beneficial effect duration and all these things, I will say like Crusader for a new player, it is like B tiered. And as you keep getting stronger, playing more the game, then goes to A tier, then goes to S tier. And in my opinion, the only reason why maybe it doesn't reach there It's because he doesn't AFK farm, man. That's and I think Crusader doesn't do that well in challenge rifts. It's literally the only thing. But I think Crusader, it's like this. I think it's probably like this. It takes too long to reach to Super Zader. Yeah. You should put the tier list for those that are the primary attacks below 30. Usually that one is like on a free-to-play player one. But the thing is like, I mean, I have a best class, a best starter class though. You know, because like most of these classes, I will say that the best classes is early in the game. I will say that has to be Necromancer and Tempest. Necromancer because it's just too easy, and the minions will, you know, the summons will do everything. And Tempest because you have the mobility and the damage. So, do you guys agree with the placement of Crusader here on S tier or not? How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? I gave you my reasons, but I kind of wanna know about your reasons. Why S plus? So it does. Crusader does almost everything as Necro does, less one or two things. Crusader has the banner. I feel like at the late game nobody uses the banner though. The banner feels like pretty useless at late game though. I haven't seen like a Crusader using a banner in dungeons for like 4 months. Maybe I don't pay enough attention, but because it reduces also your crit hit damage. Fire banner is the fire banner. It's good. Yeah, I know. But why would you use the banner whenever you can one-shot the bosses, right? Or almost one-shot the mobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I, as a free-to-play player, I go to challenge dungeons and I do so much damage. I can literally like two-shot. If I was like an account like Autobot, like just one-shots everything. You know, it just walks in and then it just one-shots everything except the bosses. Monkey's ass for those that know how to build and play. Shut up. Dreambo. Forget it. Like, I'll say, and I'll consider to put Monk here. But maybe you never played all these classes to say something like that. Because if you ever played these classes, you'll understand like what we're talking about. And I can also apply the same logic. Oh, if you know how to build, you know, and you know how to play with Zader or Tempest or Wizard or you know. No, Paolo, I know what the Crusader does. What I'm saying, and I know what the banner does and the fire banner, blah, blah, blah. I know. What I'm saying is like nobody uses it. It's like super rare to see. Maybe 1 in 20 Crusaders are using the banner. Because it's not needed. If you're talking about raids, that's a different topic. Because the bosses itself in challenge dungeons, they will still die in like 10, 20 seconds. Like 20, 30 seconds maybe sometimes. Depends on the group. So you guys will say for PV, if you can keep up the horse 100%. Yeah, we're talking about like a well-built, you know, Crusader. I feel like if you don't have the cooldown or the beneficial effect duration, that probably drops a bit, but I kind of low-key want to go to Necro though, just to clear out my doubts. Because personally, I will say I'll put it here. So guys, do me a favor, just spam between. Tell me what like just type S or S plus depending on your opinion. I want to see the chat. S or S plus. I want to see you guys' opinion. I think everyone will just put their main class as a S plus. Yeah, obviously, like we have to separate the bias. You know, we cannot have like personal bias. Like we have, it's like, oh yeah, Barbarian is like S plus, boys. Oh my god, it's, you know, like it would be stupid to do that. So even if you are the Crusader, I played Crusader like last week or like. Just be, you know, critical and really compare. And the thing is, like, if you never played Necro, maybe it's hard for you to understand. The gameplay is a little boring. Oh, yes. We're not talking about fun. We actually could make, you know, we should make a best fun class tier list. That will be actually really fun. You know? Okay. So, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. So, I think that Crusader, it is a bit worse than Necro. Okay? It's here. We're still in the Crusader. But yeah, guys, I don't know if you know, but like Blood Knight got removed out of the game. It doesn't exist any longer. I will say that even though I think Crusader it is slightly worse than Necro, I think Crusader it is better than Wizard and Tempest. Look at the first gauntlet clears. They are but first gauntlet clears is like it's 1%. Bro, first of all, first gauntlet clears are a very specific context. That the main reason why they are using Crusaders is because they have like a bunch of bubbles that they can stack up with each other, right? So you cannot pick up like just the unique case that you and probably me don't even do first clear gauntlets to try to generalize the whole PvE overall performance. You know? It's like the same way as saying, oh, this class is the best at farming, so yet then it has, oh, because like this class is SS tier in farming, so it gotta be like S tier in everything, you know? Like, I don't think it makes. I don't think we should should use that as an example. Can't you put Necro at SS and I mean I could. So you, but the thing is that then we have like so many fucking, you know, then we have what? We have S plus and then we have like God tiered. But this just like it's too many tiers, man. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of agree. Low key, I kind of agree. But it's just like too many tiers. It's rough. So, I don't think it's fair to put Necro and Crusader in the same tier, and I also don't think it's fair to put them here. You know, Crusader here. So it's kind of weird. I am very split. I like God tier, but religious people might get offended. Fuck them, seriously. Like everyone will find a reason like to get offended. You know, that's the reality. If you want to get offended at anything at my content, you're gonna find something. So if you get offended because I put like God tier, like seriously. Okay. Let's do Blood Knight and then we go back to the Crusader question, okay? I think that's... So, Crusader. Don't watch Indez if you're thin skin. Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Monks are getting offended. I mean, it is what it is. So, Blood Knight. Last time I played Blood Knight, I got like slightly surprised that it is... I will not say that Blood Knight it is trash. I don't think it's trash. I think like a lot of people, they just don't play it or they don't know how to play it as well. And they play with shitty builds. Because like the best builds for the Blood Knight are very spammy. So it's like the same problem as Wizard, that the best build it is super spammy, but yet Wizard does 500 million damage with that spammy build, and Blood Knight I don't think he does in dungeons. It is the only class besides Barbarian to have self-healing, which helps a lot newbies, and it helps in general. It's just like a very comfortable class to play, you know? So you do less damage, but you have a bit more survivability. It farms like decently well, but the strongest part of it is the single target. You know, single target damage like Blood Knight, it's not bad, but I mean, come on, you know. The thing is like this guy, Demon Hunter, even he has single target and also has some AoE. I think Barb it is better. I will probably put like here. Here. Between A and B. Or B and C. Here. So you want to do this? We can do this. Everything after Crusader drop a tier down. No, I think like a Wizard at this stage and Tempest are S tier. I just think like Crusader is slightly better. So we can put it here. Because it's really between. But it kind of looks weird like this, right? I think you'll change your mind when you finally play Blood Knight and you try a build I use. Is the one with the Umbral Lance? To be fair, guys, I feel like, to be honest, it's like this. You know? The Dingley tier is still the best for the Blood Knight. Then it's still like the same build, right? These will be savage, bro. These will be savage. It shoots spears and one-shots everything on farming. But what... Okay, farming any build pretty much can one-shot everything. What about the dungeon and the damage? That's like the major problem is in dungeons for Blood Knight, you know. Vigit, it's pretty much the same. It doesn't like really matter if it is below 30 or not. It doesn't like really matter. It's PvE at the end of the day. So you say it's like around the Barb damage? So you say it's like this? I didn't see the build, so I don't know. Your BK did way more damage, but the thing is like also Barb adds a different utility as well. Put one out of the place in the title of the video. What is wrong with this picture? Comments will go berserk. Oof. Oof. There's actually kind of banger content though. Not gonna lie. You think probably Blood Knight is tied up with Barb? Mostly farming. I mean, any of these classes can do circle farming, like, you know. If you're lacking damage, it's more. Listen, Vigit. If you're lacking damage, it's not because of the class itself most of the times. Because like you can follow these, and obviously these classes will do better at farming. It will do more damage than these ones, but all of them will still be fine. Yo, Fahad, what's up, man? Quit for more than a year. Are you back to the game? What's the best way to rank up combat rating? Go to my channel. If you go to my channel, put from popular videos. Here, videos, popular, this one. Watch these, and that's... Oh no, this is a legendary ancestors. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's this one here. Yeah, you can watch this one. Alright. So, do we close it? Or not? Barb above Blood Knight just based on movement speed? Okay, that's actually a good but the thing is, like, maybe Barb has more speed, but does like Blood Knight has more damage? I don't know. The thing is, like, I'm not certain because I didn't play like the Blood Knight in a while, but Blood Knight was outputting almost as much damage as Barbarian back then. Class tier list should be called class tier list because someone will always get pissed off with the low rate. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, if you put like any class that is, you know, their class, and they will say, oh, you're just a noob, you just don't know how to play, man. If you know how to play this class, it is obviously S tier, you know. Like, obviously, we already know that's gonna happen. But Vigit, this is not best farming class tier list, okay? This is best PV tier list, which involves farming, dungeons, raids, and many other aspects of PV, like open world. That build got nerfed. It doesn't exist anymore. Druid speculation. I feel like Druid. I mean, Druid. I think Druid is gonna be S tier, and probably will go to God tier if he has like the wolves. Are gonna be pets that can also AFK farm. So the thing that oh, wait a second, Blood Knight has AFK farming. Oh, wait a second. Also Barb has. Okay, so it's fair. Yeah, but Barbarian cannot AFK farm as well, but so, okay, can I close it? If you will stop changing classes, you will know my favorite class is OP Lamau. Alright, we close it up. I'll agree. You know what? I'm actually gonna do what Arca said, because I thought that was actually a fire idea, man. I'm gonna copy these, and we're gonna go here. Post. So, by the way, I'm gonna ask. Is this one? No, this is not the one. What? Huh? Oh, I have to save. Okay. So, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna ask. What did you say, Arca? Tell me what's wrong with this picture, right? What's wrong? By the way, there's nothing wrong. but it's actually gonna farms a lot of engagement. What's wrong with these pictures? With this tier list, this is actually gonna be epic, man. What is wrong with this tier list? By the way, yesterday Portugal. Yo, Vulcan coming up with a low spender. Holy moly, a new member. Thank you so much, buddy. Let me add here Vulcan to the wall of legends. I'm gonna put it here, my boy. So, by the way, guys, if you guys are low spenders, mid spenders, or a whale or a leviathan, you actually will appear at the end of the videos, okay? So at the end of the videos, there's always here these tanks, special tanks. So well, congratulations. We're gonna have now here Vulcan also joining the credits. Thank you so much, buddy. I added you yesterday. Well, congratulations. You get added twice. You are a double legend today. Alright. So, are we done? Now let's go here. And let's do 4 PvP. PvP, boys. Now this one is gonna be spicy, boys. Monk is really that ass, huh? I mean, I think is lackluster in a few things. It's not terrible, but like the problem, I think is other classes are quite better. So let's start here. Demon Hunter. What are we thinking about Demon Hunter? Have in mind that Demon Hunter has a better summons build. He also has what? I mean, still has the strafe build, which still outputs a lot of damage. I will personally say that even though it is one of the most fun classes to play in the game, absolutely, it is, I will probably put it as a B tier, and maybe we may drop it later on. But my experience with it is always fun. It is a fun class, but I know it's actually not that great. You know what I'm saying? So the summons is pretty decent, but I'm not like the biggest, you know, summons fan, and I feel like summons in general, they are not as impactful as other classes, right? So are we more in agreement here? B tier, like mid tier, maybe? What are you thinking, guys? I think it's pretty fair. D tier. D tier for Demon Hunter. Alright. So Wizard. Funniest class to win with and a harder to get spam on. Yeah, that's true. Wizard. I will say that, guys, Wizard right now, it is a absolute blast to play with. It is an absolute blast. It is, I will say that it is probably the best class in the game right now. A tier, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of diversity. No, we're talking like here, the diversity of meta builds, maybe they'll perform like A or B, But obviously we're talking about the battle mage. It is so fun to play. It is just like absolute blast. So I can't remember a time that I had like this much fun with the class. It is strong, it has mobility, and he actually still has some survivability. Because you can dash around all the time. And I also felt like it was pretty fun content. Now, Monk. Okay, this one, it is so annoying. It is so annoying to play against. But here's the thing, if you play with it, unless you are like a godly whale that you can one-shot everyone, it is not as hot, right? Like I played with the monk, I played with the PvE, I played with the explosive like slash and dash. It is not bad. It is good. It is good, but I just felt like it was so boring, guys. It was so boring to play. I will 100% love to play or love to have back the helicopter, but I will still say that it's pretty solid, man. It is like the slash and dash, still pretty solid. Not S tier in my opinion. Especially now after the nerf, you actually can feel the nerf. Because before they used to always constantly spam, but now you see like the difference between them, which is nice. Tempest. What do you guys think about Tempest, man? Tempest, I mean, Tempest is another class. Any class with dashes, it's fun to play, right? Now they have like that one-shot build, which is wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. No, it's here. I don't know what happened right there. Monk is also B. No, Monk is not B. With that slash and dash is pretty powerful. Monk, listen, Monk can actually counter a lot wizard. It counters Demon Hunter. It counters pretty much every class. Maybe except like the very tanky ones on the idol. Besides that, all these squishy classes, they get destroyed by Monk. On the Tempest. I mean, Tempest has a... I like to play with it. I like to play with it. The Coral, it is very strong, but I feel like it is a build that... it is so inconsistent. Like, I tried to play it for like 1 week, and I still felt like it was very clunky. It was like, whenever I play with the Breaker and the Roiling Surf, I have more survivability, I still output damage, and I have mobility. And with the Coral one, yeah, I had like this one-shot potential, but I felt like a lot of times the Coral will just not hit. And that like felt like it was very annoying to play against. So you're saying Tempest is S tier? You think Tempest is better than is as good as Wizard? I don't know about that. I will probably like put Tempest here, man. Or maybe here. You see Sid's gang video on the tank monk looks interesting. No, I did not. But I mean, a tank is always a tank, right? Like it's good. Like tanks are good, but they cannot. They do not carry games. It's the same as supports. You know. I feel like Tempest on the hands of a good player, it is very nasty, bro. It is absolutely super nasty. By the way, last week in the G6 speed run, I figured out why the Zaders use the Slayer Paragon. I also use the Slayer's Paragon for the dots and the primary attacks. See, you didn't need to go and check that. You just needed to go and check my my 500 million damage Crusader build. That's all. It's the primary attacks and the harmful effects. Did you ever make a video of the office space printer team video smashing your old PC yet? No, because like listen, guys, the case of my PC, it is still the same. I just replaced the pieces, nothing else. Monk is still untargetable. Yeah, and it's gonna counter like these squishy classes, but he's not gonna counter any other class. So let's put here Tempest for now. Let's put, but I feel, guys, I feel like Wizard is above. I will say that Wizard, I think it is above. Barbarian. So Barbarian right now, you are pretty much reduced for the demo bot. I still did not try. I still didn't try that. I kind of have to try. Do you recommend Starforge PC? I built my own one. I actually had the help of Apollyon and the chat. You guys were very helpful on that. So Barbarian, guys, absolutely got tiered. No, I wish. Oh, dude. Barbarian is not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. I think Barbarian, it kind of, I think it's like B tier, man. I think it's worse than Monk. And I'm just thinking, like, is it the same than Demon Hunter? Probably like this makes more sense, right? What do you guys think about this? I feel that monks are stronger now than Barb, but I still like Barb. It is Demon Hunter is better on the old map and dog shit on the new one. I still can dodge around like on the new one, but I know what you mean, because you can get like people can come from the back from the portals, and you have like slightly a bit, even though it's an open space, is a smaller space, you don't have like as big of a lanes. But I will counterpoint that by saying that the major issue if you're playing Demon Hunter, it is if you try to leave the base on the old map, and you just can't. You just can't. Like, if they are trying to camp, you're just too squishy. You cannot leave the base. It's very annoying. So I think like either way, they're not the best in both of them. But for example, with the summons, one thing was interesting. It was I could be defending and attacking at the same time. You know, I used to put like the strafe and the torrents, in one side, and I'll run to the other one. I'll put it again, and then I was just like literally bouncing between. And this was on the new map, so there's advantage and disadvantage, but I still feel like either way, the question was regarding the Barb. I still think that the Barb, it is Barb is still better and more useful either way than Demon Hunter, just because you still have like the tanky potential and you can tank. You know, like that thing, it is still an idle pushing game. You're still a tank and you're still gonna have that higher value. So, Barb AOB, I don't put it in A because I think monks are better now, slightly better. I feel like one of the biggest downsides of the Barbarian is like it is so easy to kite, bro. It's actually depressing. The amount of like Barbarians, because they turn on the stupid demo shout, the Autobot Barbarian thing, and it's like so easy to kite them. It's just like it's super easy for that. You're late for the PvE. I can show you more or less. It's here. It's this one. So Necromancer on top, Crusader, Wizard and Tempest, Demon Hunter, Barbarian and Blood Knight, and Monk in the bottom. And now we're doing the PvP one. Crusader can still push the idol. Yeah, Crusader, but we'll go there. We'll go there. So, Necromancer. I still think Necromancer is one of the strongest classes, man. The Golem Necro, it is so broken. It is so freaking good, guys. It's... Bro, whenever you, like, especially on the new map, it's so annoying. I don't think it's S tier. I think it's S tier. Oh no, I'm saying I don't think it's S plus. I think it's S tier. Because it can still be countered, like Golem Necro, if he gets out of, like, the form, and you catch him out of the form, or he gets dispelled. So there are still ways that you can dispel and pretty much disarm the Golem Necro, and it's like becomes absolutely useless. You have the Wraith form. The Wraith form is still very strong with the Fear as well. But I will say, like, because of the Golem, now what are the builds that we have? We have the Fear with the Vortex that, you know, and we have the Golem, but I feel like the Golem is so powerful. And then there's also like this new cheesy build with the skeleton mages. Bro, I don't know if that's a meme build, but that meme build actually does a lot of damage. If I go near these guys with those skeleton mages, they just destroy me. You know what I'm talking about? Like the build that is just like 4 or 5 skeleton mages that are like 3, and they just like AoE everyone. I would say Necro is definitely S tier in my opinion. Crusader. Okay, Crusader, it gotta be S tier. It gotta be S tier. There is no other option. However, I will say that I don't think it's S plus, and I think if you play with Crusader, you will know why. Crusader still has a lot of like downsides regarding CC. It is very squishy regarding CC, right? Like it's like if you get CC, you're fucked. And he has like high cooldowns. But while you have the cooldowns, you're an absolute monster. And you can actually push or defend the idols very, very well. So you just, you know, turn on your judgment, you're condemned, and you just rush in and you do a lot of damage, and that's it. And the shield glare, stun everyone, one-shot everyone. Absolutely godly. And you can even engage with your bubble if you want. So I don't see any other way that than not having Crusader at the top. I think that Druids are going to rearrange all the previous tiers and create chaos with the buffs and nerfs. I mean, like, they probably gonna run out like with a lot of bugs. So we definitely probably gonna find like some broken builds. But if you remember, like Blood Knight or even like Tempest, which I'm more familiar, it took so long for them to actually nerf Tempest. It took like 3 to 4 months for the first nerfs. And the main reason is because, you know, you have all these new people that they join the game, they are excited, or it is exciting to play a new class, and like if you go and you nerf it immediately, those people will maybe, you know, lose their incentive to keep playing. But there was a time there was only Tempest. I only played Tempest like after the hype, after he actually got nerfed. After like the Flowing Strike got nerfed and all these things, that's when I really tried the Tempest. It was here on the stream as well, so it was like later on. Yo, Loteris, what's up, man? So I expected Druid. It's gonna be OP. It's gonna be strong. It's gonna be buggy. But I just hope like not too many bugs. You know, that's all I hope. So, Blood Knight in PvP. I mean, Blood Knight at this stage, he has the summons, right? So I will say like Blood Knight probably is around here. Like Blood Knight summons are not bad. It's not good as well, but it's not bad. Yo, what's up, Budges? It's worse. It gotta be worse than Barb, right? It gotta be worse than Barb. But is it worse than Demon Hunters? That's like the pickle though. Definitely is one of the worst classes. Like it gotta be like C or D tier. And even if you run with all the evasion gear and all these things, it is still like pretty hard to play. And it has like a lot of high requirements, man. A lot of high requirements. So you cannot really play Blood Knight with a shitty build. You can or a shitty account. You just can't. You're gonna get destroyed. Guys, I need your help. Where will you put the Blood Knight? What is your opinion? I need the chat support on this one. I'm in the size 50.1k combat rating. Holy moly, that's a big boy right there. From everything that I see, I feel like they are quite low impact though. Gamer is like absolutely sniffing something. Yo, Gamer, can you give me some of that? There's no fucking way. It's it's A tier. I don't know like what kind of mushrooms, but I want that. I need that to relax a bit. S tier, yeah. Yo, Arsimer, what's up, man? You got the good stuff. I can see that, man, and I'm glad you actually, you know, consuming it while we're here on the stream. If you're telling everyone that Demon Hunter is dog shit in PvP, I need to ban me right now. It's not dog shit, but it's not like one of the best classes. It is just, it is one of the weakest classes, of course. You destroy immortals in vault with it. Okay. I will probably put, because it's mainly because of the summons build, and I think they still have the infinite dash. I will probably put it together here with the Demon Hunter, or maybe here. I don't know. I'm so indecisive though. Okay, I think. You just need to try then. Mid C or B. Huh. So you guys think that... Wait. You guys think that Blood Knight is the same tier as Barb? So, Barb, it is absolutely a tier below Monk. Right? At least in my opinion. And you're saying Barb right now is the same as Blood Knight. I mean, we can always come back here to these, but with a lot of potency, I think it's A. If not, then B. But you're saying because of like the summons build? Or is there any, or you're saying the infinite dash build, or is there any other build that I don't know about? Undying much superior though. So, I mean, those are also, it's like two different playstyles, right? Like Barbarian right now is like literally just a tank, like a stupid tank, and then you have like you have Blood Knight that has like a different role, right? Okay, so I think we'll leave it at this. I know they patched the demo bot. The problem, but I know it's more controllable, but it is still like very easy to kite around. I think it's very easy to counterplay as well. For example, whenever I was playing with the Wizard or even with the Demon Hunter or the Tempest, I never had problem. No, I know, David, this is my list, right? But I also, like we're discussing, because there are things that I also don't know, that I'm not aware, so I like to ask someone's opinion, but at the end I'll make my final call, of course. The Blood Knight power comes from building high speed, high power primary attack. Yeah, in the primary attacks in PvP they don't work that well, you know, unless you're playing the infinite dash with the Ravage, which is kind of nasty. But yeah, all right, this is it. We're closing. we're closing for now. I'm not like pretty sure on this one, so probably before I make like this tier list, I kind of have to confirm a few things. I'll have like to double check. I'm not like 100% certain. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm certain. I'm absolutely certain of this. These 4 classes are absolutely the best ones in the game right now. These I am certain. These I'm also certain. And these I'm pretty certain. And these I'm pretty certain. The only one that I'm not certain, it is this one. The Blood Knight. I'm not well informed. Alright. Oh fuck, they did the raids, guys. They already did the raids. Oh Jesus. Hey, can you please if you don't mind, whenever is raid time, can you type something in my stream chat? Otherwise, I always forget. All right. I gotta. Listen, I'm being like straight up honest with that guy. I hope he doesn't. It doesn't ban me. I've been missing like raids left and right. Not gonna lie. Indez and missing raids, broken record. I know. It's all the time. How many raids? Every week I miss like 1 or 2 raids. It's kind of nuts. So, wait a minute. So do I have to do Vanguard again? Oh, because today is Thursday, so these things have reset. What do? I set alarms on my phone? Yeah, I could do that. But then like these warbands sometimes like 8:15, other times like I don't know. So I need to do these 5 times. But yeah, guys. Today we didn't do a lot of gameplay. We had a lot of things to do. So there is gonna be Spain and France match that I wanna watch with my wife. So we're gonna see which is the team that it is gonna go against Portugal in the final. So if you guys don't know, yesterday Germany lost against Portugal, which we had a goal from Ronaldo and another guy, which was very good, a very good goal. So hopefully, I hope that France will win, just because I think Spanish people, Spanish team, it is stronger. So I really hope that Spain loses, just because if it is Portugal-Spain, I think Spain will win. But if it is Portugal-France, I think we still have a shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, today was a great stream. Thank you guys so much for coming as well. We're gonna be going and watch the match. So with this, I also want to appreciate Vulcan for the legendary membership. Also, we have Surgical Snipes coming up with a tier 1 on Twitch. We also had Bolan coming up with the $10, and also we have Shawnee coming up with the Twitch Prime. So thank you guys so much for all the continued support. I love you all. And with this, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.